1. We are live. What is going on, everyone? This is a glorious live stream. I am very excited and really looking forward to it. But real quick, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Everyone that's tuned in at this time, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is, man, it's huge, right? I mean, seriously, this is great. This was great. Diving into it, I mean, there's a lot of the things that, I've talked about here, patience. Let's wait for the end result, right? Doing these live streams, listening in the comments, so many people just like, we need to do this and we need to do that. And you should have done this or you should have done that. And Rob's not going to do anything and all that stuff. And I get it. It's frustrating as a fan base. We want things now. Like the ship is sinking. And it's like, what do we do? We're taking on water. How do we do this? And Rob Pelinka, again, he deserves a ton of credit. No, I've tried to defend him in certain ways. And, sometimes it's hard. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, he got the job done, right? He did it for one first-round pick. We unloaded Damian Jones's contract, which saves us some salary. On top of that, we ended up moving off of JTA. Not a big deal. It's kind of out of the rotation anyway. Got 3 starting level rotation guys. It's what we needed. It's something that I've talked about here, like religiously, right? We needed starting level rotation guys. I think you got that in Beasley. You got that in DeAngelo Russell, and then Vanderbilt. I wouldn't even mind if you started all 3 of them next to AD and LeBron. The real question is, do you go Rui or do you go Vanderbilt? I do think Beasley and D'Lo give you enough shooting to where you can go the route of, hey, let's get this, let's get Vanderbilt in there for defensive purposes. Covers so much ground. Him and AD could be a really good defensive duo. That could be great. Or even maybe have him be the piece for like the closing lineup. So maybe you start Rui and then you have Vanderbilt for the defensive closing lineup. That's something that you could do. Good thing is it gives us flexibility. Gives us youth and pieces for the future, which is another huge thing that we desperately needed, were pieces for the future as well. This roster turnover all the time. It's just, now we have some stability. We have guys that we have control over. We have guys that we have bird rights to that we can sign and go over the cap. Gives us future flexibility. We got tradable players now. Guys that, like, if something really good comes up where it's like, man, that's a no-brainer, let's do that, then now you can make that move. Got a guy like D'Lo, right, and you still have your first. And in this offseason, you have another first. So, if Kyrie doesn't work out, right, a lot of people are like, hey, what if Kyrie comes? Well, now maybe you could take D'Lo and the 2 firsts and go get Kyrie to add Vanderbilt, Beasley, and everything else that we have, right? Or let's say, just talks about Trae Young, right? Maybe Trae Young, whatever. I'm not saying you need to do that. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying the beauty of having the flexibility of, like, we can do all these different things. That is huge. That is important. And I really like this trade as a whole. I really like what we were able to get done. I thought Rob, so many like, oh, it's going to be, Rob's just going to get fleeced, this, that, and the other. He didn't. If anything, he fleeced. The guy gave up a protected top 4 pick, right? That if it doesn't get conveyed, it becomes a 2nd round pick. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So if we are terrible, we still get to keep the pick, right? Like, that's everything that you could have done beautifully all happened. And it's what I've said, patience. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And, I took so much ridicule. I had so many people tell me this, that, and the other. And now look, and it's a beautiful thing, and us Laker fans, we get the last laugh, right? All I heard was, Russ is unmovable. No team wants him. You're never going to trade him. You're stuck with this roster. Boo-hoo. Lakers suck. Blah, 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 blah. Rob is an idiot. Everyone's in it. And now look. Now we're in a great position. Not even just this year, but also for the future going forward. And we'll see. I mean, we do have an uphill battle to climb. We definitely have an uphill battle to climb. But I do think that this is enough to get us into where we need to be. And then once we get into the playoffs, I think we have more than enough to win, especially the Western Conference, right? I still think Boston and Milwaukee are going to be tough, but fit, things like that. Question is, can we figure it out with these pieces fast enough to get into the playoffs? I do think fit-wise, these guys should be rather be smoothly. Also, I think another deal is coming. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is where we stop. I think very likely Rob's going to do something else. Question is it like Gary Trent, which I still wouldn't mind Gary Trent. Gives you another young piece, especially if you're moving off of Walker and Beverly. He's a guy that could be your starting, come off the bench, whatever. You could have Beasley come off the bench and have him start, however you want to shake it up. Or do they go like the center route? Because now they moved off of Damian Jones, but still you have Winning Gabriel. You have Vanderbilt, who could play the 4 spot. You have Thomas Bryant. You have AD. So that's another real question. Like, do they go that route? But regardless, I really like what we got here. I really like what we did. Russ, I know many people are happy that Russell Westbrook is off the roster. I'm curious to see who the scapegoat's going to be now. I'm not going to lie. That's probably going to be one of the most fun experiences going forward is like, what, like who's going to be the scapegoat for when we lose? Because Russ was like that guy. But, at the end of the day, I've said this before. I've been a huge Russ supporter. I've been a huge Russ defender. Somebody that, I appreciate Russ and the sacrifice and the things that he did for this team. He wasn't a good fit. And I always said, if you could find a trade that makes sense, trade him. This was a trade that made sense, so they traded him, right? And I do want Russ's success. I hope wherever he goes, which may be the Clippers, which I think is kind of funny. And I could see Russ going to the Clippers as like a big FU to the Lakers and having that battle. That could be fun. But, I mean, regardless, I think at the end of the day, look, I want his success. I want to see him be successful. It didn't work with the Lakers. It's unfortunate. I would have loved to see it work with the Lakers. It didn't. Time to move on. We got our new pieces now. Happy with the pieces that we got now. I think more is coming tomorrow. I'm not saying it is, but I kind of have that feeling just based on the roster, the way the roster works, and how we have still have 15 guards. I think you need to balance that out better. Patrick Beverly, Lonnie Walker, they go out with that other first, maybe a couple seconds. You get another piece or two, and then boom, you're off to the races. We still have an open roster spot, which that open roster spot could lead to a couple pieces in the buyout market. That is something else that could really help. But I do think another deal is coming, and hopefully that leads to some more success. But anyway, diving in, let's get into the end of the chat, and we'll try to get through as many as we can, and then we'll skate on out of here. Got a bag for Westbrook's contract, and I love it. I love it. I can't tell you how many comments I have seen of people that just talking smack. You'll never unload Russ. You're stuck with Russ. Da-da-da-da-da. And now, last laugh. And I love it. I do. I love it. I love that we were able to pull this off. I love that we were able to I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes. That lineup is going to be deadly, especially since we got floor spaces exactly, which we needed terribly. I'm telling you, Doug, this trade was for Kyrie in the summer. Rob knows what he's doing. Now you can do a sign and trade with Kyrie. That definitely gives him flexibility for something like that if that was to come. Ooh, the Knicks just traded Cam Reddish for Josh Hart. New York is sending Reddish and a protected future first-round pick to Portland for Josh Hart. Dang, the Knicks gave up a first for Reddish and are now giving up another first for Josh Hart. That is crazy. I mean, Josh Hart is solid. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, let's focus on the Lakers. That sucks. We're not getting Cam Reddish, but hey, we got Rui, got Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's 23 years old. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. We still very good. We still in a very good place. But nonetheless, since you're a Russ fan, Tyler, and I know it's Lakers first, but would you do this trade that Rob just did? I mean, literally Rob. Oh, absolutely, in a heartbeat. Look, I love Russ, but I mean, I'm a Laker fan before anything. Lakers over everything. That's just how it is. At the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. That's what my goal is for the Lakers to be the best team possible and to provide that. And yeah, I mean, I would have done that tenfold. Absolutely. This was a no-brainer trade. Like I said, I like Russ as a player. I'm not like this. Like people think I'm like this Russ stan. I'm not a Russ stan. It's just, he's on our team. Like I'm not gonna ridicule. Like it takes more than one guy to be in this disaster. I just felt like everybody was just like Russ was the scapegoat. Russ was the reason for everything, and it was like, no, like that's not how it works. One guy isn't the reason for all your failures. It's team sport. I like Russ though. I'm a fan of Russ. Like, I love his mentality. I love his motor. I love what he brings. But yeah, I mean, it's Lakers over everything. is that easy? I'm glad we're just going back to our two superstars. Russ was never a good fit on this team, and everyone knew it. Yeah, absolutely. It was a terrible fit. I mean, the moment they traded for him, it was like, well, that wasn't a good fit. That wasn't a good idea. Don't we got Russell's bird rights, Tyler? Or how does that work? Yes. So basically, Vanderbilt has a team option, which he's making like $4 million. Of course, we're going to keep that. So we're good there. Beasley, I believe, also has a $16.5 million team option. So we're good there. And then Russell, we have his bird rights. So we likely we could keep him. Or if they do want to do a trade, like let's say Kyrie wants to come, maybe do a sign and trade with Kyrie, stuff like that. Y'all scapegoat is gone now. Y'all better make the playoffs. I know. Yeah, like we got a uphill battle to climb without a doubt. Problem is we're gonna be super short come the Bucks game. No Russ. And I mean Russ, like however you feel about Russ. Russ was a lot of our bench and was a huge factor in us winning last time we played him. Right. So I love this trade. Ham has no excuses for going small with more wins. I mean, he does. We have a lot of like guards now, but hopefully we do another trade. I still think another trade is coming. But D'Lo is gonna fit because he can hit shots and he's a shooter and great free throw shooter. Yeah, it's a guy. It's the same idea, same concept as like Kyrie. Now, obviously, Kyrie is much better than D'Lo. I'm not saying that they're comparable talent wise, but what the idea of Kyrie is a scorer on all three levels. A guy that can shoot off the dribble, that can take some playmaking duty off of LeBron, create for others, but also just go get a bucket. He can play on the ball, he can play off the ball, he can play both guard spots. Like that's what we needed, and that's what we got here, right? Like, and D'Lo is a guy that gives you the idea of why the Lakers went and got Dennis Schroeder to begin with, why they went and got Russell Westbrook to begin with, another playmaker that LeBron can play off the ball if he needs to, or when LeBron's out of the game, you have a guy that can play the playmaker role. So I'm always support Russ. Just please don't go to the Clippers. I really think he is. I really think it is. It makes sense for the Clippers, and for Russ, it'd be like a big like F you. Like, oh, okay. Like you got rid of me. Watch. I'm gonna go next door. Plus, he's already in LA. This is good upgrade. Yes, agreed. Damn, good trade. This is the best one of them all. Pelinka needs to get credit for standing his ground and having the balls to pull the trigger. We got wing shooters and it must be my birthday. No, this was fantastic. Huge trade. Huge. He really deserves his credit. He deserves his flowers for this one. Tyler called the D-Russ trade a while ago. Tyler Damas, yes, I am Tyler Damas, Laker Damas. And I know I need to start posting lottery numbers. I know I've gotten two pretty good days. I've been preaching D'Lo to the Lakers for like a month. But no, it was good. It was cool. I made the video the other day that was like, which is kind of funny because almost the exact thing happened. I just had instead of the Toronto trade, it was the Jazz. Because I made a video like it might have been yesterday. I made a video like a day or two ago where I said, what if, because I didn't think we were going to get, I don't think we can get Fred VanVleet because I think there's too many teams that are interested in him. So I was like, what if we worked out a 3-team deal to where we get D'Lo, the Timberwolves, they get Fred VanVleet, they have assets going to Toronto, we have assets going to Toronto, and then we also get Gary Trent. So we would have gotten Gary Trent and D'Lo. I actually kind of like this better. Because I think, one, you get Beasley, which kind of plays the role. Gary Trent's the better player, and he's younger. But you get Beasley, who basically can fill that same type of role. And you get Vanderbilt, who's 23 years old, super cheap right now, and he's gonna make up a lot for our defense. Like, if you need to, go look up some highlights of Vanderbilt defensively for Utah. It's ridiculous. Dude, I remember watching a game where he literally was like, it was like he was like 4 defenders. He came, he had his man, the ball went to his man, he ran over, defended him, the ball swung, he like ran and cut across and guarded the guy in the middle and the center, and then the ball swung, he was over there, then ran a back cross court to contest the shot and got his fingers on the shot. And I was like, dude, this guy is everything. So excited to see what this team becomes together. I feel like even if this season is a wash, next season will be a test anyways, as all the athletes have ample time to be familiar with one another. Exactly. Look, at the end of the day, because we do still have a very big uphill battle to climb, So one of the things that we got to take into account is that we got to keep that in mind. You know, I do think we at least make the play-in. Utah's going to fall out of the standings now entirely. They're going full tank mode. So that's one less team we got to worry about. I do think that we're better. I think before we were better than Portland, and I still think we're better than the Thunder. I just think it was just the time. You know, I think if it wasn't LeBron's night to achieve the scoring title, then I actually think we probably would have won that game. That's why I wanted them to do it against the Bucks. Because I was like, we'll get a trade done before that. Go into the Thunder, we'll get the Thunder win. And then we'll go into Milwaukee, we'll be shorthanded, and LeBron will be going for the scoring title, so we lose that game. But at least we got the Thunder game. That's my concern. Now it's like, you know, we lost the Thunder game, and now we got to go play Milwaukee, and that's probably an L. But, again, this is good. Guys have to mesh. But worst case scenario, let's say we make the playoffs and we lose in the first round just because guys are exhausted from the uphill climb. We got the rest of the season. We got a full off season, full training camp, full preseason to get it together and get ready to lead a charge to try to, you know, win a championship. The last 2 years for LeBron. Looks like we finally got a Russ that can shoot. Yeah, seriously. I might be too soon for that joke. Thank you, Westbrook. You didn't get a fair deal here. I hope you get one elsewhere. If you release probably Clippers, I really think he's going to go Clippers. I think it makes sense. He's still in LA. All works out. But nonetheless, you know, I do. Like I said, I hope for his success. I hope he has a good run. I just watched 10 minutes of Vanderbilt film. He has athleticism of Siakam and defense, tenacity, and instinct. Dude, the guy is incredible defensively. I'm telling you. Like, I highly recommend for those that are like, how good is Vanderbilt defensively? Go study up on some of his defensive like, the guy is just everywhere. Oh, he's outside of AD, he's our best defender, hands down. He is by far and away our best defender. Him and AD are going to be a great tandem defensively. I'm shocked. This is miles better than the Kyrie trade for what the Nets were asking for. Agree. Rob, you have shocked me to the core. Tomorrow, Bev, Lonnie will be for another piece. Can't wait. I think so too. I think they end up doing some type of trade, some type of move. Watching Beasley film next. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised for Beasley. Congrats to Rob on making an excellent trade. Nevertheless, we are still too small. You have too many guards, giving up too many offensive rebounds has been one of our biggest problems. Good thing is Vanderbilt is a really good defender, and he's really good on the offensive glass. So that will help tremendously. But my guess, they take Patrick Beverley and Lonnie Walker, and they trade them. Because all the reports that have came out was that the Lakers were actively trying to find a deal for those two, that they were trying to unload those guys. So I imagine that they still do. I imagine that they find a deal for that, and then that gets done tomorrow. That's probably going to be the trade tomorrow. At least that's my guess. Malik Beasley film is reminding me of Jimmy Butler, competitiveness, and gets after it on D. Offensive mind, sweet touch. Yeah, dude, he's an above-average defender. Our defense is going to be better. Van and AD will be a defensive duo. Absolutely. They'll be great. Either we play Gabriel more or we pick up a mega-size big from Eastern Europe. That's probably exactly what they'll do. Gabriel's our 10th 11-man now yet. I think there is another move coming to get us a ring this year. I think something else is coming too. I really do. I think this was the big trade. We're not going to get another like big trade. But this was the big trade. And look, I mean, if we're being honest, let's say we don't do anything else. We turned Kendrick Nunn and we turned Russell Westbrook with 1 first-round pick and 3 seconds into Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, and DeAngelo Russell. That's good. That's a really good haul. Really good haul for that, right? And they're all young. Even D'Lo is only 26. So they're all very young. They're all pieces for now for the future. This is a team we could have for the next 7 seasons, and they'd all still be in their prime. This is a great move. Beasley and D-Russ can flat out shoot too, not to mention Rui. Yeah, by far the best deal of them all. Sucks we couldn't get Kyrie, but honestly, this gives us really what we need, legit supportive players. So this, in my opinion, this is better than the Kyrie Irving trade. Like, look, I wanted Kyrie Irving. I was preaching Kyrie Irving. I essentially built this channel on the original Kyrie Irving deal, all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, like, this gives us depth. This gives us what we were looking for from Kyrie Irving, that third option, that guy that can score at all 3 levels, that guy that can really kind of help. Like, and I do. I think you got that, and you got better defensively, and you got better rebounding, and you got better shooting. Like, I like this. I think that this overall is probably a better package, in my opinion. But Jeremy coming in with the blessing. Thank you so much. Seriously, Jeremy. That was very kind of you. $50. Thank you. Let's go. Glad to see this tonight. You have been a rock for the most of us. You put in time. I know you love what you do. You take time away from your family, and you're like your family. God bless you. This time to celebrate. Thanks, brother. Well, again, thank you so much. That is super, super kind of you. I'm very, very thankful for that. And yeah, I love it. I do. Look, I got a family. Yes, absolutely. I got all those things. But you guys are. I love it. Like, I say it all the time. I'm just some dude. I'm a fan like all of you. But I'm just blessed to be in this position to have people that want to talk to me and want to listen to me and, want to have these conversations. And, when we, Lakers lose and it's rough and we can all come together and like have these conversations and kind of, it's like our therapy, right? Like it's our therapy sessions. And it is for me too. I genuinely enjoy this. And look, I appreciate the love. I see people all the time that are like, man, like you just grind away. You're always pumping out videos. You're always like staying on top of things, stuff like that. And it's just my work ethic. I just believe that I'm not like, I have a goal. I have a vision. I want to do this for a living. I want to be a fixture in this space. I want to be in a position where like I'm making a comfortable living doing that. And the only way you're going to do that is by putting in the work, putting in the time, working hard, working diligently, and creating a community. I mean, that's how you grow, right? As an influencer, like you hear people, like whatever, talk. At the end of the day, nobody's doing YouTube unless they plan to do it. Like, yeah, it's not all about the money. It's not all about it. Like even these live streams, right? Like I do these live streams. I don't really ask for the super. I mean, I have the little ticker going across the screen, but I'm not out here like, hey, give me super chats, do all this stuff, and I'm not like only answering super chat questions. Although at some point, if I get big enough, that may be a thing, but we'll deal with that when it comes. I'll still try to find a way to like connect with everybody because I do understand that not everybody is in a position to, bless me like you just did. But when people can, I love it. I'm very thankful because again, it helps me. It helps me grow. It helps me, it helps me do a lot, right? And helps me grow the channel, helps me survive. And again, I'm just very thankful, very blessed to be in this position. And it's a time to celebrate. I mean, seriously, this is great. This is everything we were hoping for and then some. Everything we were hoping for and then some. So I hope we're not done. I hope it's still coming. But again, God bless you as well. And I really do. I really, really thank you so much, Jeremy. I really appreciate that. But back to it. Darvin won't play Gabriel. He prefers playing guards. That's my hope. That's why I'm hoping we get rid of Beverly and Walker, so he kind of has no choice. Not going to smash ham. Not gonna ham smash tonight. That roster was done. That's always kind of been my point. Like, let's see what he can do with a real roster. Like, let's see what he can do with like real rotation guys. I want to judge him accordingly. Like let's say we don't make a move if he does this trade and all he's doing is just like playing, Bev, Russell, like running 4 or 5 guard lineups, then I'm going to be like, okay, this guy needs to go. But, if he's running a proper rotation and stuff, then I'll judge him, because he hasn't really. It's not like he's had this like great roster, right? These pieces should fit nicely. I agree, Troy. I think they're going to fit wonderfully. I think they're going to be a very pleasant surprise. Seriously, we needed wings and shooting. Pelinka got us Rui, Van, Beasley, and I can't believe D. Russ. Hindsight is 2020, but this is way better than the heel turner for both first. Great job, Rob Pelinka. Absolutely, in my opinion, this is absolutely the. I think this is absolutely the best deal. I think this is like if right now they could have done this deal, or they could have done Turner and Heald. Yeah, you do this deal. This is, again, patience is everything. Patience is key. And I'm glad that Rob was patient and found the deal. I'm glad that he found the deal. I really am. But we have 80 and 3-6-8 guys as our bigs. Well, I mean, you got Thomas Bryant too, he's like, what, 6'11"? But yeah, I mean, I still think another move's coming. Maybe it's a big, but I think he's going to the Clippers too. Wouldn't mind if we try and get Trent or Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish was just traded. Darn it. I know it would have been nice to get Cam Reddish. Blazers react to Hart trade. Oh, yeah, Knicks traded for Cam Reddish. Just got an update in that regard. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if I still really want Gary Trent. I would love to see them sign Whiteside, or maybe, even if like another big gets bought out in the buyout market, that could be a possibility as well. So if we can, I don't know, if we can find another deal, whether it's Trent or like maybe Boyan, or whatever, maybe some other wing, maybe there's another deal in the works we don't know of right now. That could be a real possibility, right? That's something that could definitely be the case. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Only time will tell, right? Only time will tell. T. Craze coming in hot with $2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you had a comment attached to that, because I don't see anything. But if there was something specific that you were trying to say, I'll keep an eye out at the bottom of the chat. I know I'm like super behind. There's a lot of you in the stream, which I really appreciate. But yeah, if there's something specific, I see you said Pat Bev and Lonnie for Buddy, or is Bogey still on the table? How about AD for KD straight up? LOL, let's cook. I love it. Well, first off, again, thank you so much for super chat. Secondly, I think even if we wanted to trade AD for KD, I don't think the Nets would do it. I mean, they weren't willing to trade us for Kyrie. I don't think they're going to trade us for KD. And they said that they're going to keep him this season, so I don't see them moving off of him. But I don't really know. I don't really know if I like the idea of Buddy anymore. I did before. To be honest, I don't even know if I really like Bogey anymore. Just because, like we have the sizable shooting. I'd like either like a more 3-and-D guy, or maybe a big at this point, because you got rid of Damian Jones now. So it'd be nice to get a big beyond this season, because that's a big problem. Like Thomas Bryant's probably played himself into too big of a contract, so we're probably not going to be able to keep him around. So, but good thing is we definitely have options. So I'm excited to see what is going to come on. So, but again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And where were we? We were here we are. Okay. Got that. And here we go. Would love Trent or Boyan. I would too. I would be all for that. I'm so happy Dennis just got his minutes cut by 17. And Sam plays Dennis and Russell at the same time. I'm going to lose it. He probably is, because D'Lo can play the 2. So that he's probably going to run sets with D'Lo at the 2 and Dennis at the 1. Good thing is that they'll probably bring Dennis off the bench, which is where I think he is better suited personally. I think that's where you kind of want him to come off of. So hopefully, with that, it keeps our bench production up. Because now we would have a bench five of like Schroeder, Reeves, Vanderbilt or Rui. Then you have like Winning Gabriel, Thomas Bryant, still have Troy Brown, guys like that, assuming that they make a move for with Bev and Walker. If they keep Bev, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Bev and if they start Bev and Russell, which worries me. Although maybe because Schroeder goes to the bench, maybe Darvin Ham would bring Bev off the bench too, because he loves Schroeder and Bev together. Which, if he's gonna run that lineup, I'd rather him run that lineup with the bench unit than the starters. But we'll see. Time will tell. But May coming in hot with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You guys are very kind tonight. It's easy to be a fan, but very different to make research and load videos all day. Always throw my support, because one day when life happens and your kids need diapers, you may not have you like and sub. Yes. Well, May, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I do. And again, I cannot speak enough about how blessed I am, how thankful I am to just be in this position, to be able to just talk to you all and have these conversations and stuff. It's a lot of work. I work harder now than I ever have in my life. Like, staying up to date and, making the videos and stuff. And it is a lot of work, but like I said, I genuinely love the process. I get excited. It's fun, and, I mean, just like anything, eventually, you feel like, it's became a job, but I don't know. Like, this is something that I love. I don't see me ever being like, I don't want to do this anymore. I do. I genuinely love this. And I do. I appreciate the support. May, you're always supporting me, and you're always very kind, and I appreciate it. And I do my best not to ask or anything like that, because it's not what it's about. I'm not doing it for the money, or these live streams. Of course, I'm doing YouTube in general for the money, obviously, because I want to be a YouTuber. I want to grow and be a fixture in the place one day, and have some success. But like these live streams, I do it for us. So these little things, like people giving me super chats, it's very helpful, and I'm very thankful. And I know that, like, if I was like, I'm only going to answer super chat questions, I would probably get a lot more super chats, but it's not what it's about to me. To me, it's having fun, having these conversations, enjoying each other's company, whether we agree, whether we disagree. That's what it's about. It's just being a platform where I can grow community and have these conversations, and one day, I'll continue to grow, and maybe I'll have merch and all kinds of stuff. We'll see where it goes. I'm just enjoying the ride is where I'm at. But yes, everybody that's watching this live stream, please take a second, hit that like button. You have no idea how much it helps, and it's free, as well as subscribing to the channel. Take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 10K subscribers. We're on the road. We're at 8449 right now, and there's 500 of you in this live stream. So can I get like 50? Can I get to 8,500? That'd be amazing. I need 51 more subscribers, and I'd be very thankful. So take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. Follow Adam. Adam, thank you so much. Hi, I'm a new subscriber. What's going on, Adam? Appreciate you being here. Follow Adam Suit. Hit that subscribe button. Let's see this subscriber count go up. I really appreciate it. And May, again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. And welcome aboard, Adam. Welcome. Everybody that's hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. I really appreciate all of you. Where are we? I'm so happy Dennis just got his minutes cut by 7. Oh, I already got that one. I'm sorry. Let's go to this one. I think we should now flip Bev and Lonnie for either Fournier or Duncan plus a pick. You're saying that they give us a pick? We have too many guys that need minutes now, 12 counting, 13 with Troy and Winning. My guess is that, like, Troy Brown probably gets sparing minutes. Gabriel probably gets sparing minutes, especially assuming we get to the playoffs. I think that very likely once we get to the playoffs, you're only going to run like a 7-8 guy rotation, which we have most of that, but I would like another wing. I just don't want their long-term. Like, Duncan Robinson has a terrible contract, and he still has like 3 or 4 more years on that contract. Evan Fournier, I don't think would be the worst thing in the world, but it's not my favorite. I mean, if you get a pick, but the problem is Cam Reddish is gone. If you could have gotten Cam Reddish too, then I think that's something where you're like, okay, cool, that makes sense. Go do that. But without that, I don't know. Not really big on that. But we have Christian coming in hot, the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. A plus to Rob and Jay Buss. This is rejuvenation King James and no more awkward moments in the blocker room. Yes. I mean, look, you got to give credit to the Lakers front office. They did a fantastic job in this deal. This was the kind of deal that we were hoping for, and we were praying that, like, okay, like we need this to happen. We need this to get done. You know, we need something similar to this, and it happened. They deserve all the credit in the world for getting this done and achieving this, because this was, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I was optimistic. I was hopeful. I kept saying, I really think they're going to get something done. I really think Rob has something in the works, this, that, and the other. And, you know, but there is that part of me that's like if something doesn't happen, this could go really bad, right? And it's like this, just like, but look, got done, and I'm happy. I'm happy. Now it's just going to come down to the rotations. Can everybody mesh? Right now, Ham really does have like a 7 to 8 guy rotation, so he needs to run that accordingly. I still hope they do another deal. I think another one is coming, but we'll see. Even if at the end of the day this is it, it's not a bad haul. You know, we turned Kendrick Nunn, Russell Westbrook, 3 seconds and a first, a protected first, and Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Beasley, and Russell. Like, that's a pretty good spot to be in my opinion. But yeah, I'm excited. I really am. But thank you so much, Christian. I really appreciate that. We are sinking. I know, and we need to come together and fix this fast. I'm so glad we didn't go all in on Buddy and Miles. Would you use that last pick to pick up Bogdanovich or leave the roster as is? First off, I am really glad that they didn't either. Personally, I would probably lean towards Gary Trent at this point. Although you do have enough youth for the long haul that I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world to go and maybe pick up Bojan Bogdanovich. But I kind of want them to go get like another youthful piece for next season, because now we're all in, right? Now we're stuck. Like, we're not, like, you're not going to have some, unless like a trade happens, but chances are you're probably not signing any like free agents outside of, like, you have the taxpayer mid-level and you have the biannual. So, but outside of that, you probably don't have much. So I don't know. I wouldn't hate it. I don't want to leave the roster as is, because I still think we need more. But I wouldn't mind Boyan. I really wouldn't. And Bo Cruz coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Loved you and hustle. Can you imagine Bev and Lonnie with seconds for OG? That would be unbelievable. Unfortunately, that's probably never going to happen. I mean, they've already been offered 3 first-round picks, so I highly doubt we could even get them for a second or even one of our first. But that would just round out it perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Yeah, like May said, if we get OG, I'd lose my mind. I would come on here and probably just talk so much smack. Like, I just see, like, you guys probably hate me when it's all done. I'd be like, oh, that's it, we're king. Like if we ended up finding a way to get OG. But for being honest, Bo, it's probably not going to happen. I would be I think the likelihood is up there with like us getting like Kevin Durant or something, or Giannis or something crazy like that. But Bo, thank you so much. May, I really appreciate it. Thank you, you too. It's very kind of you guys, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I do still think something else gets done though. Again, this was the big trade, but I think something gets done. Where were we? If the Lakers trade Bev and Lonnie for another guard, we're still in the same, Joe. We got to flip them for defending wings, and I think Lakers can make a run. Yeah, I imagine I think they either A, trade for a center. I wouldn't mind at this point. I really wouldn't mind if we went after Mo Bamba. Orlando has too many bigs. Like, can you get like Terrence Ross and Mo Bamba for like a first, for like that first and maybe a second, and like, Patrick Beverley, Lonnie Walker, and then you'd still have a open roster spot. And now you got Mo Bamba and Terrence Ross to add to these guys you already got. So now you got a third shooter, and you got a 3-and-D center. Like that would be perfect. Like I think that would round out the roster perfectly. And if you look up Mo Bamba's per 36, it's almost the exact same in every statistical category as Miles Turner. So many people wanted Miles Turner. Mo Bamba is basically a younger Miles Turner that we could shape and grow and develop. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind it. I'd like to see them maybe go big, but maybe get a center now, especially for the future, right? Because that's kind of the movement the Lakers are going towards. But I don't know. Just a thought. It'd be kind of hard to swallow a first for Bamba and Ross, but Ross would be really good on this roster. And Bamba, he'd be long term. I would definitely want protections though. It'd have to be protected. Good. I'm happy for that. He's gonna be really good. Rob Pelinka, haters quiet. Facts. We need to unload Pat Bev for a big. I agree. We need to get something. I do still think another move's coming. I really do. I think we have another move coming. Let's see. Salute Tyler, aka Laker Damas. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, no, I this was great. I'm so happy. Genuinely. Bro posted 300 trades this season and never thought about this one. This is why you don't post reviews. My favorite thing is there's a reason that people are calling me Laker Damas. You don't watch a lot of my videos, do you? And I'm not posting reviews. I'm updating the news. I love it's always the people that like don't watch the videos or don't watch the channel that think they know the channel. It's really funny. I don't understand why people purposely try to look silly. Like, why do you purposely try to look stupid? Like, I'll never get it. But hey, to each their own. Some people like the attention. Now we're gonna ship that other first round pick for a shooter or shooters by Beverly and Walker. I think Beverly and Walker are gone. I think tomorrow we'll wake up to a trade at some point. I'm also probably gonna go live. I gotta get like the kids to school and everything like that. But I might go. I'm gonna try to go live at like 9-ish tomorrow morning. So look forward to that because yeah, I want to kind of talk about it and go over everything and all that stuff. So, and I kind of was thinking about doing it on As It Stands because I talk about like every trade there, but this is my bigger audience. This is the channel that like I focus on the most. So I'm like, I'll just do it here. Great trade, agreed. W facts, deloading. I love it. Beasley dating Pippin's mom. We got the first father-son duo. This is great. LeBron thought he had it. Nope. Psych, LeBron. I like this deal. Hopefully Bev and Lonnie are on the move to help produce guards, and we have even more now. Yes, I think so. I think another move's coming. I really do. Need a shooter. Let's go. Good move. Yes, I agree. Haven't seen any fire Pelinka today. Not yet. Yeah, right. We still need to address our lack of rebounding. I do think Vanderbilt is going to help a lot in that. I really do. But yeah, I would like another big. I called it in the comments of the post Kyrie trade video. Amazing trade for now and the future. I think we should follow up with the trade going after Boggy or Alec Burke. What do you think we should do? I definitely think we shouldn't stop here. I definitely think we need something else. I wouldn't mind Alec Burke at all. 6'6", sizable shooting guard, small forward that can, shooting like what is he shooting? He's shooting like 45% this year or something crazy like that. So that would be absolutely huge. So yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I almost feel like Alec Burke would be better now than Bogdanovich. But I wouldn't mind either personally. I kind of like the idea of like getting a big now, just because now we basically have everything for the future except for a big, right? I mean, AD is probably going to be around for the long haul, but who knows? And not just that, like you still need a backup big, and AD next season is probably going to miss like 40 games. So it'd be nice to get like a big, and we're probably going to lose Thomas Bryant. So yeah, but I don't know. Time will tell. And Troy coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Troy. Really appreciate that. Thanks, man. Appreciate the content. Thank you. Seriously. Like I said, I love it. I love being able to do this. I love being able to make these videos, especially days like these where it's like, we have actual news and a huge trade and all that stuff. Like, it's just great. Like, I love it. I genuinely love it. So thank you. Seriously, Troy. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Facts. I said the same thing. I was like, there's a lot of people that owe Rob Pelinka an apology. Man, these live streams, people are killing Rob. Killing Rob. The raining clouds have been over the Lakers since Russ got here. Is gone. There is going to be a huge energy switch in the locker room. Lakers should play much better. I think so too. Which is kind of why I understand some people's sentiments of like, get better through elimination type thing. But I mean, we needed the production, which is the problem, and now we got that production, so that's huge. That's why I said the Lakers had all the leverage. Rob Pelinka, we had to trust him. Exactly. Patience is everything. Look, I said it countless times. We're not in the office. We're not listening to the phone calls. We don't know the conversations that are being had. We know Rob is taking the calls. We know he's doing his due diligence. That's why I kept saying, like, let's see what the end result is. We don't know what the end result is. So why are we going to assume we know? That's my problem, is that, and that's why, like, I just was so like, let's wait. Just wait and see. Like, see what happens. How do you know? Like, all of those things. So we just need a big mostly. Yeah, I'd really like a big. I preferred Kyrie, but I think that this trade might be even better. I really think, like, overall, I think this trade is better because it gives us depth. It still gives us flexibility to get Kyrie if we want to in the offseason, if that still comes, which I definitely think there will be news and reports about that stuff, but we'll see. Yellow Robin apology facts. It's only the LeBron minions who say fire Pelinka. Pelinka has made 34 trades in the past 4 years. I don't know why LA shits on him so hard. Dude, the guy's always trying to upgrade, make moves and stuff. Rob finally got it right. Now, who do we go after? Gary Trent or Bogdanovich? Which do you prefer? At this point, I'd prefer Gary Trent because I think now you can make an argument. We have a logjam at the 3 to 4 range. 3 and 4 range. Because you have LeBron, you have Winnie Gabriel, you have Rui Hachimura, you have a Troy Brown who could play the 3. You have Vanderbilt. You could always go if you needed to for whatever reason, which hopefully we don't have to, but for whatever reason, you can always go Austin Reeves or something like that at the 3 if you had to. So I'd probably go Gary Trent. And plus, Gary Trent is younger. Overall, I think he's a better player. He's not the elite shooter that Bogdanovich is, but he can do more, and he's a better defender, and also would probably be a more valuable trade chip. So he'd be probably more valuable going forward. Wasn't Malik Beasley with Pippen's ex-wife? Isn't Pippen's son on the G League? Like, it's going to make camp awkward. I mean, he's a G League guy. He's not. I mean, he's probably, if he is on the Lakers, probably not going to be for a couple of years. But yeah, and they'll. I don't think it'll be a big thing. I think it'll be all right. Yeah, need rebounding definitely. Dude wanted to trade 2 firsts for Doug McDermott. Thank God y'all ain't to the GM. We can take the season serious now that 0 is gone. We gave us 0 shooting, 0 IQ, but a million turnovers. Yes, we definitely got a much better fit, which is nice. I love it. RJ, what is up? About time Rob made a good deal. He's put fans through enough. No one owes him any apologies. I think a lot of people owe him an apology, but nonetheless, hey, I'm glad we got it done. Beverly and Walker is 17 million. Yes, which could get us to like 22, 23 million. I got to give props. Rob, his patience worked this time. It did. It really did. And trade Austin Reeves for what? Yo, Rob Pelinka. I apologize, bro. I love it. And Russ fans, y'all free to go too, thankfully. Josh Hart to the Knicks for Cam Reddish in a first. I was hoping to get him. Yeah, I was hoping to get him too, but hey, I mean, that's huge I would have done that too if I was the Blazers. I mean, you got a first-round pick and you got Cam Reddish in that deal, which they need. Although Josh Hart is great rebounding guard for them. think Laker fans are going to sleep well tonight, and tomorrow, whatever happens is a plus. Go Lakers. Facts. Like anything else that happens, like we're already playing with house money. Anything else that happens now, it's like it's just butter. What does this summer look like? I think it's going to be very interesting because this still gives us a lot of flexibility. So they could definitely look into other trades, other pieces. Like, does Kyrie want to come? Do they look at another deal? I think that this is definitely going to be the rest of the season and the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, I think we'll really be. I think we'll really see a lot of like trial and error, so to speak. Like they're going to kind of see, like, okay, these guys are perfect. They fit. We need these guys. What else do we need? Right? Like, so it should be a wild off season, wild summer, because we definitely still have a lot of guys that could end up leading to other things. So time will tell. Kind of like Pippen Jr. playing with his stepdad. Exactly. First father-son duo. It's great. What if AD is going to be traded? That's why his body language is like that. I don't think so. I think the whole AD situation, I had a bunch of people ask me, like, what was my thoughts on that? What was my take on that? I think he was just pissed. You know, LeBron is his best friend. Like, him and LeBron are like this, and he wanted to be there on the court in LeBron's moment. Darvin Ham took him out. He's probably upset about that. Like, he was probably hurt. Let's go. You think another trade is coming, or will they hold on and wait to see Kyrie comes in the summer? I think you still make a trade because you have enough to get Kyrie now if you need to. I think another trade is coming, personally. I really do. I think another move is coming tomorrow. You still got a real log jam at the guard position, and I think they need to unload that. I think at this point I think you kind of need a center, maybe another shooter, something along those lines. Unfortunately, we got more guard. Yeah, definitely. Darvin Ham is going to be the scapegoat. Yeah, probably. It's probably exactly where you're talking a lot. All eyes on AD now. Yeah, Malik Beasley. I like Malik Beasley. Lakers got the last left, but Laker fans were the main ones talking about Pelinka. Yeah. We got younger, more shooting, more defense, more depth, more future tradable assets. Flawless victory. This was great. Absolutely fantastic. Who needs a scapegoat? Who was a scapegoat before us? Who was a scapegoat before us? It was Kuzma. Kuzma was a big scapegoat, right? And Danny Green. Will he win the Sixth Man of the Year? Now, it depends on where he goes and what his role is. If he goes to like let's say he goes to the Clippers and his role is still the sixth man, then yeah, I think he will. Darvin will be the scapegoat. Yeah, absolutely. If they scapegoat D'Lo, I'm taking a drive to LA. Clippers. Yeah, I think so too. Hannah needs to start with 3 guard lineups. Facts. Cam Reddish to Portland for Josh Hart. Yeah, I think that's a good trade for everybody. But it's crazy that the Knicks gave up a first to get Cam Reddish and then a first to get rid of him for Josh Hart. So they basically just traded 2 firsts for Josh Hart. Like, that's crazy. I know it's a protected first or whatever, but still. Russ, PG, and Claw. I don't know how good of a fit that's going to be with those 3, but I do think he fits the Clippers a lot better than the Lakers. Being over the cap team, trading Bev Lonnie makes sense. It does. Absolutely. And eyes are on Darvin to continue with 3 guard lineups. Facts. Boy on tomorrow, I wouldn't mind it. Cam Reddish just got traded to the Blazers. I know it's rough. Son LeBron a present after becoming an all-time leading scorer. Yes, that he did, and I love it. I love to see it. Pippen Jr. and Beasley is awkward, but at least he's in the G League. This is his mom's fault for being a thought, not Beasley. Yeah, seriously. Cam Reddish in the buyout. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to buy him out. I think they're going to keep him and play him for the long haul. Let's get another shooter. Wouldn't mind that. We got shooting facts, which is wonderful. Cam Reddish to Blazers. Yeah. How do expiring contracts affect Lakers cap this summer? Lakers have no more cap. So, you already have Rui Hachimura with like an $18 million cap hold. Then you have Beasley with $16.5 million. team option, and then Vanderbilt with the $4.5 million team option, and then you got D'Lo, who has like what I think it's like 20 million cap hit, something like that, top of my head. So our cap space is gone. We'd have to basically, like, to clear cap space, we'd have to basically unload renounce, or you're not going to do that. Lakers didn't make this trade. Lakers made this trade for the long haul. For the long haul. Like, they got these pieces for now. Like, the only thing I could see maybe happening is like to upgrade those guys. So like, say, I don't know, whoever is available, and you could turn Beasley, like say Jeremy Grant is available, right? Like if they could turn Beasley and something in Grant, there you go. Like that's the only type of moves that I see is like them upgrading those guys. Would you trade for Mo Bamba? I would. I was actually just talking about that. I would love to trade Mo Bamba. Trade for Mo Bamba. I think that would make a lot of sense right now. Why didn't they want Conley? Because you get D'Lo. D'Lo's the better player. He's younger. He's better for the future. A guy that can score at all three levels. Conley is the savvy vet. But you got LeBron. You got AD. Schroeder is a guy that's been there. D'Lo's been there. So it's just you get the younger, better player for the same price. So why wouldn't you? What's the next trade for the Lakers? My guess is it's like Gary Trent or some center is probably my guess. D'Lo back to 1 or stick to 0. I actually think he's going to stick to 0. I think he'll just trade Russ's number. And, I think they'll just do that. So now it's the lost Minnesota Wizards. Yeah, basically, Josh Hart made. I like Josh Hart. I really do. He's a great rebounder. Really great rebounder. And he's a solid defender. Art is a dog, though. Strong defender and rebound. Yeah, see, Zach just took the words out of my mouth. I really do. Look, it was a heavily protected first, I believe. But, yeah, that makes zero sense to me. They got robbed. The problem is the Knicks have, they're overflowing with draft picks that they're just like, oh, here you go. You get a first. You get a first. You get a first. Like, they have too many firsts. They don't know what to do with it. Malik Beasley ain't the only one, I'm sure. There's other NBA players she's messed with. Oh, absolutely. She was running. Half the NBA was running through her at one point. Would you rather do this or Kyrie and the 2 first? I would rather do this. Look, I love Kyrie, and I said in a live stream that Kyrie's the only star that we've heard of that makes sense rather than depth. But that was before the idea of that was comparing it to the Hornets trade or just the Jazz trade with Conley and stuff like that. It was I think Kyrie's impact, but I think D'Lo is going to give you a lot of the same stuff you wanted from Kyrie. Obviously, Kyrie's the better player. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying that Russ is the better player, but I do think that the idea of Kyrie, all 3-level scorer, guy that could play make, guy that could take pressure off LeBron, a guy that could do multiple things on the court. I think that that's what D'Lo gives you. So you basically get a Kyrie light, and on top of that, it was cheaper, and on top of that, you get Beasley and Vanderbilt. Right, so it's I would have done this. We still have $20 million expiring contracts, 4 seconds, and a first. Rob ain't done. I don't think he's done either. I really don't. I remember her commenting a heart in Lonzo's IG post. She got no morals. Yeah, she's just trying to get ran through. She for the streets. When D Russ comes back, he's gonna be like, how come no one parties anymore? Everyone keeps saying they're going home to their wives and girlfriends, but I keep seeing them out in the clubs. It's this is weird. Blanca, trading Tyler for a half-eaten bag of chips and an empty Dr. Pepper candy. Empty Dr. Pepper. We at least got to be a quarter, at least quarter full, not a full empty can. That's just insulting. Nobody in the history of torture will be tortured with the torture that you will be tortured with. How dare you? Pippen Jr. deserves better facts. For the streets, I'm telling you. Lakers to go on a win streak. They need to badly. You're right. It's not one reason for failure. It was $47 million. That's why no one liked Rusty. Yeah. Have you heard any rumblings of an AD trade? Heard on like earlier from Trevor Ryan. Yeah, so like there were like reports that teams were reaching out to the Lakers for but the Lakers basically told everyone like just shove sand. That's not gonna happen. Time for the playoff push. Facts. Now our coaches can put out no damn 3-guard lineups. Yeah, hopefully. Trust Darvin Ham to find a way. Remember a year ago, we were one of the oldest teams in the NBA. Now we are super young, which I love. I really do. I love it. Kyrie playing. Is he? Yeah, I want to watch the game at some point. Probably watch like the replay or something. Gary Trent or Mo Bamba. That's tough. I really like Gary Trent. If it, like, let's say you could get either or, I'd probably go Gary Trent. Yeah, I'd probably go Gary Trent. Win-win trade for the Laker team. Agreed. I am with you. I'd probably get Trent as well. Yeah. How's it going, bro? Pumped about this trade. Likewise, this was huge. We needed this. We needed this badly. Wow, great credit. Ooh, come on. Wow, great credit, Rob. Lakers got shooting, defense, and playmaking. Exactly, which is everything we need, and we needed it badly. At least Russ playing well his last game. Yeah, at least he had a good send-off. How would you fill the empty roster spot? Like, let's assume that like somebody from each position got bought out. I'd probably go with center, right? Like, so say, just throwing a name out there, but say like Andre Drummond. I know it didn't really work too well last time, but it was also like a different team, different fit. But if you get like Drummond to like come in, maybe somebody like that. I think we need a rebounder, backup big. Especially if the Lakers go make another trade for like Gary Trent or something like that. I would love that. I am all for that, without a doubt. Pat Bev, Lonnie, and Reeves will be out of the lineup. 2 of them need to go. Yeah, I think Lonnie and Bev end up getting traded. Our defense is still a problem, though. Hopefully Vanderbilt and AD can hold it down. Beasley will help, too. I mean, he's not like an elite defender, but he's above average. So that'll help a lot. I wonder where Russ goes. I'm seeing it's the Bulls. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about the Bulls want him. I still think he goes to the Clippers. I really do. Now Russ can go over to the Clippers. I really do. I think he goes to the Clippers because he gets to stay in LA, gets to kind of a big FU to the Lakers. I don't think it will either. Imagine trading AD tomorrow. That'd be super shocker. That would be a shocker. I don't think that happens, though, unless it's for something like crazy package. Now let's move Lonnie and that other first for something good. Yes. Got to get something else done. It's a reunion time, Pat Bev plus D Minnesota boys. Yes. Yeah, he made that little tweet. Get Gary Trent Jr. and Van Vliet for Pat Bev. Gary Trent and Van Vliet for Pat Bev. Well, we traded like half those guys, so can't do that. What time are you going to go live tomorrow for the trade deadline? Also, like and subscribe. First off, May, thank you so much. Yes, everyone, if you're not subscribed to the channel, take a quick second, hit that like button. Take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. I am 33 subs away from 8,500. Trying to get to 10K. Take a quick second. There's 520 of you in this live stream. So I'm sure there are at least 33 of you that aren't subscribed. So hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button. Really appreciate it. Probably 9-ish. Try to go like 9-ish. And then we'll probably do a long, steady live stream until it ends. So no later than 10. So probably like 9-ish, 9:30, 10. I gotta like get the kids' school, stuff like that. So once that happens, then I can jump on the live stream. So somewhere in that ballpark. Ooh, I just got a huge jump of subscribers, which thank you all very much. Now I need 23 more. I just got 10 subscribers immediately. I'm sure there's 23 more of you. Keep subscribing. Listen to May. But thank you, May. I appreciate it. Yes, so 23 more subscribers. Let's make that happen. My birthday was a week ago, and this is a late B-Day present. Well, first, happy late birthday. Secondly, it was. I love it. Spurs trade for seconds. I still don't hate the idea. Like, if like nothing else is there, like I still don't hate the idea of like Josh Richardson. Like trade Pat Bev for Richardson. I'm not against that at all. They could do a Spurs trade, yeah. Russ signing with Golden State. That would be hilarious. Richardson and Doug for Bev, Lonnie for 2 seconds. What are your thoughts on that? I wouldn't hate that. I really wouldn't. Bev, Lonnie for Doug and Richardson. You get another sniper. You get Josh Richardson, which another 3 and D shooting guard. He's got like a 7-foot wingspan. Wouldn't mind that at all. Wouldn't mind that at all. Lakers got D'Lo, Vanderbilt, Beasley for 1 first. Knicks got Josh for 1 first. There's levels of this. Facts. Josh Hart, yeah. Is what I said would be a perfect fit with their shooting. He would be. Off the bench. Dude, I've said it, and we're about to find out too. I think almost every team in the league would take Russ off the bench at a vet minimum. So that's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. I'm curious because I don't think he's going to have any shortage of options. But I think it's for him, I think it's going to boil down to what place can I play the most? What place can I potentially? I think if any team is like, hey, we'll start you, that's the team he goes to. So if the Clippers are like, hey, we'll start you, I think he goes to Clippers, which they probably would. Most of their minutes are with Minnesota, not Utah, just saying. Talk about Beasley and Vanderbilt. Well, Vanderbilt kind of was like, they were trying to like force play Vanderbilt, but like he was like the odd man out because Lauri Markkanen turned into like a superstar and Walker Kessler turned into like the next future Embiid. Didn't Beasley have something going on with Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mom? Yeah. We got a father-son duo. People sleep on Wade being a part of the Jazz front office. He did this for Broad. Yeah, that's just probably exactly what it was. Let's see. I wonder if Conley would have been just as good or better for the Lakers team than D'Lo. Just doing a Jazz deal versus 3 team. I assume the deal was about age and future tradability. I think that was a huge part of it. I think Conley gives you that veteran presence that a guy that has been there in those big moments, a guy that like doesn't turn the ball over, that's something else too. Like the guy has like one of the best like assist turnover ratios in like history. Guy's like incredible, especially this year. He's been really good about that. But I personally, D'Lo's the better player. So you get the younger, better player for likely the same price that you would have gotten Conley. I think you do this all day. Are the Lakers really mad? Are the Lakers really about to mess around and win the chip? I wouldn't be surprised at all, whatsoever. Jeannie Buss was literally giving Wade a massage on live TV last night. Yeah, seriously. Cam Reddish to Portland for Josh Hart. Yes, that's a little bit of a bummer, but hey. Sigh, I'm happy we got a good trade, but I'm still nervous that Ham is going to mess this up. Please no 3-guard lineups. Can we fire him if we don't make the playoffs this year? I mean, that's up to the front office, but I'm hoping they trade Bev, and then that allows the flexibility of him to kind of be forced to make a deal. Thanks, Timberwolves. You sold the West. Why would you make the Lakers better? Hey, look, it's not like Minnesota's been making great decisions lately. I mean, they basically just traded D'Lo for Mike Conley, and they traded Wiggins in a first to get D'Lo. Like they're not making. It's not like they're making great decisions. Good job on the Lakers for capitalizing on that. Clippers want Westbrook yet? I think the Lakers need a true 7-foot center. I think that would help. I do. I think another big would be nice. I've been waiting for Josh Hart to return to LA. What happened? He ended up going to the Knicks. Lakers odds are better now. Yeah, and they should be. They should be. The Lakers got a lot better. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, he basically is. He gives you a lot of the same stuff that the Lakers have been looking for. Mo Bamba and Terrence Ross, I think, would be nice. Russ would fit in Miami. Russ would be. They could use Russ badly. I've been waiting for Josh. Oh, I already got that one. Lonnie getting traded next. I think so. I think that's probably what happens. Watch D'Lo demolish Conley or the Timberwolves. That's probably exactly what's going to happen. That's right. Let him cook. Let him cook. I said let him cook. Rob cooking some ratatouille on the trade market. He is facts. Only care about Ant. It's stupid. Yeah, they make some very questionable decisions, but hey, I love it. I appreciate it. I'm very thankful for that. There will be another trade tomorrow morning. I think so. I wasn't worth the mid-level exception at all. I disagree. I think he's been great. He's been one of our best three-point shooters. He's been one of the most consistent guys on our roster. Finally, a trade. Nice that we potentially can keep those young players for the future. This trade helps not only for now, but also for the future. It does. This was huge on multiple levels. Bev and Walker gone by 3 p.m. tomorrow. I think so. I think they are. But time will tell. Honestly, don't want Lakers to trade Pat Bev, but Ham doesn't know how to use him. That's the problem. At this point, you almost have to trade him just so he doesn't play 30 minutes over everyone else. A rare Lakers W. This was huge. Lakers GM did more in one trade deadline. The Suns in 3 years. Yeah, facts. I like Pat and Lonnie and the Magic from Obama and Terrace Ross. I do too. Just comes down to price. Would be a good move. Agreed. Props to Rob despite all the criticism. Yeah, he was great move. Pat and Lonnie Indy for Buddy Hield. I don't think Buddy Hield makes a lot of sense anymore. Like, because we solved a lot of our three-point shooting needs. Not saying we can't use another three-point shooter. We absolutely can. But I'd rather go, like, defensively. Because we still need to – I still think we need to get better defensively. But I think we're close. Or return. It's set defense. What happened? Yeah. Was just watching Trevor Lane show. He had a host on there. And the host thinks we will trade Anthony Davis tomorrow. Really? I don't see that happening. It's a little odd. Hey, I mean, they're plugged in more than I am, so maybe they know something I don't. But I do not see that happening at all. Like, I don't think that makes sense. All the reports that we got were that teams asked about Anthony Davis, and the Lakers told all of them to shove sand. So I don't see that happening at all. And that's just said, like, the whole point of this move was to try to contend this year. Like what are you going to get for Anthony Davis that's going to do that? I don't think it makes any sense. And we need more size, not to get less size. I mean, yeah, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. Is Bogdan Pat Bev for Bogey? I wouldn't mind that. I don't know. They still want like an incredibly sane asking price. Based on everything we know. Yeah, protect first. Great. Yeah. You're talking about the Blaze trade. Yeah. Yes, I would love that. Mo Bamba and Harris now. Or Terrence Ross, either or. 80 for KD straight up. If we could, I would do it. But I don't think that happens. Let's see. I would trade Lonnie. Lakers won't be able to re-sign him and get something from now. I agree. I think you got to trade Lonnie at this point. Let's see. Will Lakers go to the NBA Finals now? Time will tell. We got a very big uphill battle to climb. A very big one. But I think if we can climb it when we get to the playoffs, I really like our chances. I really do, especially at least through the West. I think we can win the West. With just like the way we currently are constructed, I definitely think we can win the West. I think we have enough now because we finally got solved our shooting. We just got a huge boost defensively. I do trust LeBron and AD. What has Reddish done or shown? Go on, tell me. Respond to somebody else. They ain't gonna bring Walker nor Bev back next season, so might as well flip them for a piece too. Agreed. What's going on, George? Appreciate you being here. Welcome home, DeAngelo. Yes, facts. I would like to see the Lakers still sign Hassan Whiteside. I wouldn't mind that at all. I've been preaching Hassan Whiteside for like months now, it feels like. I just think he fits a lot of what we need. I really do. But as him, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this man to 10K. Yes, please. I am 12 subscribers away from 8,500. There are 474 of you. I am sure that there are 12 of you that aren't subscribed. So take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. I have to use the restroom real quick. I'm going to go run and take a pee break because I still want to talk to you guys. I know I usually go about an hour. It's been an hour and 50 minutes. But why not go 2 hours? This is great news. So I do want to go another like 45 minutes, but I got to use the restroom real quick. So what's going on? There we go. And we're back. There we go. Sorry about that. Thank you all so much for hanging out here, not abandoning me. Thank you. You guys are all very kind. And while I was gone, I only need 8 subscribers now. 8 of you to subscribe. Please take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. That would be wonderful. All right, but we back. So let's power through another like 45 minutes, and then I'll get out of here. Is Hassan Whiteside even still available? I mean, he is. He's still a free agent. No one signed him. So, yeah, technically we could go and get him signed and bring him aboard, and I would be all for that entirely. So hopefully that's what's coming. That's my hope, especially if we do another trade tomorrow, because we could use another center, in my opinion. But time will tell. But we have a $5 super chat from Scorpio Sky. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was watching you earlier today. Thank you for being here. Thanks for popping in. Thank you so much. Lakers looking really good now. Appreciate your dedication to the grind, brother. Keep it up. Thank you. Seriously, I really appreciate that, as always. Very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. And yes, this is a celebration without a doubt. Without a doubt. I really like these pieces. I really think these pieces help us just improve. Will we be able to put it together quick enough for us to go on a run, get to the playoffs, and maybe potentially contend? I don't know. Only time will tell. But I do like this as a future move as well. I am surprised that they got it done for as cheap as they did, but credit Rob Pelinka. You know, seriously, Rob Pelinka deserves a lot of credit for this because he pulled off a heist, in my opinion. I think that this solves a lot of our needs, and I do. I really think this was just a very solid all-around trade, and gives us several pieces that we desperately needed. So I think that Jared Vanderbilt. I think Jared Vanderbilt's really going to help with the defensive coverage. That guy covers the scope of the court just beautifully. So I think that that's really going to help him with AD. I kind of lean towards starting him because I do think that D'Lo and Beasley provide enough shooting. Then you got LeBron, you got AD, and then you have Vanderbilt. I think that could work, but it'll be interesting. I'm curious to see how it goes. But again, Lakers are looking really good right now. I love this trade. I'm very appreciative. And thank you. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Really appreciate you. But where were we? We were somewhere right here. I think this is where we're at. Beasley is a beast, scoring machine. He is going to take Lonnie's minutes. I think so too, without a doubt. Trent, I would love Gary Trent. I would love to go get Gary Trent. Mavericks beating the Clippers. With Kyrie. Good. We needed the Mavericks to lose. How is Kyrie looking? How many points is Kyrie have? How I wish Lakers could beat the Pelicans and OKC last night before facing the Bucks. I know that's why I wanted really badly to have LeBron get the scoring record against the Bucks because you just knew that they were going to lose. I was talking about it here on every live stream leading up to it. If you just go back and look at LeBron teams, they usually don't win when he hits huge milestones because the focus is about hitting that milestone, not winning the game. And that was my concern. And, we just, that was the attention. And then he's so emotional and he's so it just drained him. It just took everything out of him because he's trying to process everything and play in the middle of the game and stuff, which is kind of why I don't really like. I get it, I understand, but why I don't really like stopping the game to have these emotional moments because it completely took LeBron out of the game. He got his 36 and he scored 2 points the rest of the game, and he had no lift, no nothing. I know he said he has foot problems. His foot was bothering him and stuff, but still, I don't know. I just, do it at the end of the game. But even then, maybe it's already too late. But, anyway, regardless, we're here. Trade Lonnie and Pat Bev for Gary Trent. I would love it. Reddish is a bust. I wouldn't really call him a bust yet. He's still really young. And I don't really think he's gotten a fair opportunity. For Buddy or Bogey, how about 80 for Katie straight up? LOL, let's cook. You got that earlier. That was the super chat. Thank you. By the way, Mavs up 15 versus Clips. Mavs up 15 versus Clippers. Beautiful. Are they? I thought, didn't he say that he was losing? Let's see. Yeah, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is winning. I thought it said Clippers. Ooh, interesting. Let's see. If we get Trent and have Malik off the bench, we're a championship team. I would love that. Absolutely love that. So many people. Yes, so many people. And I love it. I'm very glad. Very glad. My bathroom break cut our viewership in half, but I had to pee. I had to go. It's all right. Dallas Mavericks NBA champions. Again, Kyrie Irving and Kyrie Irving we signed with the Dallas Mavericks Supermatch contract for the next 55 years. I wish the Knicks would have sent us Reddish and a protected first for Lonnie Dane. I know, right? If that's what the threshold is, let's go. Let's go. What are they gonna give up for Obama? Because I don't see it happening. It might be rough, but they need to unload guys in general. They need to unload bigs, period. So you might as well get some assets. That's why I was saying, give up Bev, Lonnie, and a first for Bamba and, Josh Richardson. Or not Josh Richardson, Terrence Ross. Problem is that, that would be kind of lackluster, right? Wouldn't that be a little, after Rob went and did this big deal to, then go do that? Maybe. But, yeah. 500 people watching, only 75 likes. Come on, hit that like button. Yes. And I'm 5 subscribers away, 5 beautiful people away from hitting 8,500 subscribers. That'd be amazing. And then I'm only 1,500 away from 10K. So if you're watching this live stream and you haven't subscribed, take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's get those 5 subs. Need to get Obama, Gary Trent. That would be nice. What is up? Yes, Lake Show. Jared Vanderbilt is a steal. I think so too. I think he's going to have I think he really is. I think he's going to have a noticeable impact on this team. Lakers need Gary Trent. I would love Gary Trent. Imagine Bev and Lonnie with 2 seconds for OG. That would just be wonderful. Beasley is as good as Gary Trent, so he should start for us. I personally think Gary Trent's better, but I think that Beasley gives you a lot of what you want from Gary Trent. Imagine no daring a player to shoot anymore. Yeah, right? Just hey, stick to yourself. Lakers need Trent Jr. Agreed. Van can hit the corner 3. He'll be wide open with D'Lo and 80. Yeah, isn't he 40% from that corner somewhere? Which would be nice. You might not see this, but you're doing a great job. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I did see it. I appreciate you. I know I usually only go an hour, but hey, it's time for fun. Time for fun. If John Wall gets bought out, would you sign him? No, I would want to stay away from him personally. What's our next move? I think it's something along the lines of Gary Trent. I think they either go for like another young player, or they go for a center, like a center. They try to get a center. That's probably my guess. Good upgrade from Russ. Agreed. Just subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No problem. No problem, man. What can we get for Bev and Lonnie? Basically any combination of players up to like 22, 23 million, something like that, in that ballpark, that range. So, yeah, my guess is, probably like a Gary Trent, maybe like a Boyan, Alec Burke. I wouldn't even mind. Like I said, Terrence Ross, Mo Bamba, or Gary Harris and Mo Bamba, something like that. Yeah, like this. Here one, good channel, Lakers. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, okay? Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And follow their suit. Hit that subscribe button. 3 subscribers away now. I know there's 2 subscribers. I'm sorry. 2 subscribers away now. I love Vanderbilt. Is he our starting center moving forward? How's the starting 5? He's not big enough to be center, but he can play power forward. I mean, you could go LeBron, AD, Vanderbilt, Beasley, and Russ. That would be pretty good. I think they probably bring Vanderbilt off the bench, especially when AD's out. You have like that help defender that can just cover so much ground on the floor. So that could be a huge factor. I think our closing lineups, maybe Vanderbilt starts over Rui. But my guess is it's D'Lo, Beasley, Rui, LeBron, AD. I think that's very likely going to be our starting 5. That would be my guess. Right now, OG Anunoby is at least 3 first-round picks, which we don't have. Mo Bamba and Terrence Ross would be fantastic. Ham's response to the trade. Thanks, Rob. Finally got my dream guard lineup. Can't wait to play Bev, Russ, Dennis, AR, and LeBron all in the same court. Shaking my head. I really hope that's not what he said. I really hope that's not what happened. But the sad thing is I could actually see that being something. Much love and respect. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Much love and respect. You're awesome. And I think my guess is our next move is probably like Gary Trent. I think we get another young, like 3-and-D style player that we can have for the foreseeable future, or it's like a shooting vet, something like that. I think he'll probably try to go get another Wayne. I kind of lean towards either if you don't get Gary Trent or like an Alec Burke, like if you don't get like one of those 2, I think you go try to get a center, like a backup center. Again, that's why I kind of lean towards Mo Bamba, because he'd be a center for the future. So, y'all said we not trading Westbrook. Now y'all look stupid. Exactly. I got so many people that were like, "Oh, you're never gonna trade Russ. You're stuck with Russ. Ha ha ha. Blah 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 blah." Well, now who's laughing? Now who's laughing? On that level, petty. I'd rather keep Beverly and trade Lonnie. Bev does give us some good stuff. Does not show up on stat sheet. We should go after Alex Burke. We'd only need to give up a second. Problem is Beverly you need for like all of those trades. Lonnie by himself doesn't get you there. And we traded away Damian Jones and JTA. So now we don't have that vet minimum filler anymore. So we traded that bum Westbrook, got little bro out here. Yeah, this was a good trade. We got some nice solid pieces. I love it. I'm so glad they're bringing back a former Laker, DeAngelo Russell. And also, what's your prediction for the starting 5 for the Lakers? My guess is again D'Lo. I think D'Lo, Beasley. I think Rui starts and Vanderbilt is the closing, just for defensive purposes. And then LeBron AD. That's my guess right now as the team currently stands. Now, if they end up doing a trade for something else, then maybe that changes. But that's my guess. Let's see. The Lakers will need more than a 7 to 8 man rotation if they make the playoffs, considering the age of LeBron and fragileness of AD. I mean, you're only going to run 8 guys into the playoffs. And right now we have like legit 10 to 11 guys deep now. Now that we basically got 4 rotation guys. So, no, they won't. They won't make it in time for the Bucks. We're going to be shorthanded against the Bucks. What about Bojan Bogdan from the Atlanta? He's any good? I wouldn't mind him. I just depends on what the cost is. Bev and Lonnie and 2 seconds for Oubre and Plumlee. I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind getting Kelly Oubre off the bench and Plumlee. I wouldn't mind that at all. Lakers have no excuse not to win the West if they can get to the playoffs. Still got a lot of. We're short on games and we don't have much time left. So they need to come together and they need to come together fast. And you're probably losing to Milwaukee tomorrow, which isn't going to help. Although maybe LeBron and AD are rejuvenated because they just got help. And maybe those two are enough to get it done. But realistically, you're probably losing to the Bucks tomorrow. And if we lose to the Bucks, we got what? 27 games left. And we need to win like at least 15, 16 of them. Gray is younger. We need a youthful shooter. Usai Ujiri be asking for the move. He does. He really does. Alec Burke would be a solid pickup. I agree. Russell, Trent, Rui, LeBron, AD. I would love that. Love that starting lineup. I'm all for the Lakers winning this year. I'll gladly give y'all one if y'all give us some picks. Hey, I'm all for it. Lakers were 56 and 74 in the Westbrook era. Glad it's finally over. Yes. Now we are back, baby. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something new to me. Yeah. A legit center would put them in good position. I agree. I'm with you. Wouldn't trade no first for that. I can understand that. How do I sound? Sound scary? I literally just said I'll gladly give you picks to y'all. Mo for a first. You're smoking crack. I said Mo and Harris for a first. Yes, Mo Obama can shoot threes. I think Healed would be icing on the cake, but that's just me. I agree. Or sorry, Healed. Sorry, I was thinking of the Bamba thing. Healed, I'm not really too big on anymore, if I'm being honest. I would have liked him prior, but I think now we kind of have everything we need. Could even start D'Lo, Beasley, Brown, AD, and Vanderbilt. Yes. Great. Reddish. Unfortunately, Reddish is now a Portland. Yeah, he went to Portland. Let's see. Laker Damas. That's right. I am here. I am the foreseer. I just like and then boom. Like Mama say, Mama sa, Mama sa, and then boom, here it is. Here it is. They trying to get famous. Let's see. Portland just wanted off of Josh Hart's contract. That might very well have been what it was. Westbrook knew a trade was coming, and that's why he was sabotaging the team. I mean, he played really good. He played good yesterday. Let's see. You know you could change the quality on your device, right? All you have to do is just change the quality setting. Dan, okay. Well, what's the word on Bay in Detroit? I would love Bay from Detroit. I don't know if they're going to trade him because they're looking for the right price. They're looking to trade Bojan. If they trade Bojan, then they're definitely not going to trade Bay because that basically is their wing depth. Or you'd imagine. Look at Rob, man. So inspirational facts. According to Stein, Lakers have contacted the Hawks about Bogdanovich trade. That's not bad. I wouldn't mind that. Like I said, I'm not like it's not my favorite, but wouldn't be terrible. Just depends on what it is. Or what it costs, I should say. If they get Bogdanovich, they're gonna make some noise. He would be nice. Lakers need 7-spot play-in tournament. Yeah, we need at least bare minimum 7 or 8 spot, 7th or 8th seed, because then we only have to win one game and we're good. Bunch of probably get a big, but you don't suggest any quality bigs to trade for. Speaking of Troy, what happens to Troy? Troy Bryant. I mean Troy Brown. Troy Brown probably. I mean, he probably gets some like rotation minutes, stuff like that. Like, get a couple pieces here and there. Something along those lines is probably my guess. Or a couple playtime here and there. I don't know why I said pieces, but yeah, a couple minutes here and there. I mean, he wasn't like playing 30 minutes a game anyway. So if he does, it's just going to be, like I said, it'll just be light minutes here and there, sparing minutes. Or like if a guy's out, stuff like that. That is probably my guess, somewhere around there. But he's been one of our bright spots, like one of our consistent pieces. So I wouldn't mind that. But Cali Boy coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Kind of hard to get excited when we have a coach that can't manage talent. See, I want to give him a fair opportunity. I know it's been frustrating because playing 3-guard lineups, but that's kind of our team, so it's kind of hard to like judge somebody when you don't really have a real rotation. So my hope is that now we actually have real rotation guys, real starting level guys. I want to give him a fair opportunity. I want to give him a fair chance because, again, it's not like we had a bunch of talent, in my opinion. Now we do, right? Like now you legit have bare minimum. You got LeBron, AD, you got Rui, you got Vanderbilt, you got D'Lo, you got Beasley, you got Austin Reeves, you got Thomas Bryant winning Gabriel, you have Dennis Schroeder, right? Troy Brown. I mean, so you're at least 11 guys deep. And that's not even – I haven't even mentioned Lonnie Walker and Patrick Beverley in case they get traded. So now you're talking – you're legit like 12, 13 guys deep. So – and you got, like what? Now you only have Dennis Schroeder and Patrick Beverley as like your only like 6'1" guards. Like because D'Lo is what, 6'4"? So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I want to give him a fair chance, fair opportunity. But I appreciate you, Kelly boy. We'll see. I'm fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. But let's see. Defensive rebounding big would be nice. Problem is there's not a lot out there that wise. Lakers good trade, agreed. Crazy how the Lakers improved this roster so much in just a few moves, while the Suns haven't done anything and practically had the same doo-doo team for now 3 years yet. I mean, they don't really have a ton of tradable assets outside of like, Bridges and Ayton and stuff like that. But are they really going to trade those guys? I think if they have another underwhelming performance, I think they panic and they go try to throw Bridges and Ayton to try to get KD. I think that's their hope. Malik is for the streets. Vucevic, if a big can be had, why not stretch 5? He's shooting well this season and a really good rebounder. He is a good rebounder and he is a stretch big. Defensively, though, he is rough. He is rough interior. And the problem is, like, do you want to move AD from the basket? It's kind of one of those things, but I don't know. We'll see. I wouldn't hate it if it was reasonable. I wouldn't give up a first for it, but if you could give up like 2 seconds for Vu, why not? Why not? Your channel is about to blow up. I'm excited for you. Been watching since the summer. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much, James. I really appreciate that. I hope so. I'd love it. I'm trying to get to 10K. I'm 1,500 away. Thank you all so much for subscribing during this live stream. But keep subscribing. Don't stop. The fun don't stop. Keep it up. Hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm at 8,500. Can I get to we got 20 more minutes. I'm going to get out of here in 20 minutes. Can I get 20 subs? That'd be awesome. Sub a minute. So that put me at 85-20. Let's shoot for the stars. Let's go 85-25. Can I get 25 of you to subscribe? Take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. There's 408 of you. Oh, we already got 2, so now I only need 23 more. See, look at that. Let's do that. They gonna come back. Russ ain't gonna get ain't gone. He gonna go to the Clippers. I think so too. PJ Washington, the Lakers would be wonderful. Are they gonna play tomorrow? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. I have no idea where that rumor came from. I would caution you and say, don't get your hopes up. Don't expect that to happen. Is Mo Bamba possible? What will it take to get him? That's the big question. I do think he's possible. I mean, they've had him on the trade block. They have like this abundance of bigs that they need to unload at some point. I would love to do it for a couple seconds, but I don't know if they would unload him for a couple seconds. But if we could get him for like a Rui deal, that'd be great. Like if we get like Terrence Ross and Mo Bamba for Bev Walker in like 3 seconds, beautiful. They just did this way too late. It takes 2 teams to tangle. This is something I've been talking about for months now, is that like, teams aren't in a rush. Like there were no trades getting done. What was the only trade that we got other than the Rui deal? And I'm not even talking about the Lakers. I'm talking about in general. The only trade we got was a Noah Vonleh salary dump. We didn't get any trades since like the offseason. So like that's why. And it's because teams aren't in a rush. Teams are still trying to figure out, what are we going to do? Are we going to tank? Are we going to do that? Luckily, Utah was like, okay, we're going to tank. So let's do that. Huge Russ fan. But this was a smart move by Rob. 3 young players for a 34-year-old veteran. When the team is under 500 is a really good move. It was. This was a huge move. And I mean, I'm a Russ fan too. So I get it. We got 2 light-out shooters and a great defender for a protected first. Amazing trade. Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Couldn't have asked for a better trade. What's going on, Spram? Appreciate you being here. What is up? What is up? I am here and I am excited because we got some huge upgrades. Huge upgrades. So who's out starting 5, or who are you saying who are starting 5? I think it's Russ, Beasley, probably Rui, LeBron, AD, and then Vanderbilt. They might close with Vanderbilt, or at least I would. Defense, close out defensive lineup. Don't think LeBron James or Kyrie Irving are going to let anything stop them from teaming up again in LA this offseason. I wouldn't be surprised. I really think we're going to have these conversations all over again in the offseason. I really do. I think the offseason is going to be wild. One pick. Who are you going for, Bojan or Buddy? I would take Bojan. They're both basically the same defensively. And Bojan's bigger, and he's part of like the 50-40-90 club this year. So probably take Bojan. And Bojan's been in the playoffs. He has experience. Buddy's never been to the playoffs. Hachimura, Beasley, Vanderbilt, and D'Lo for a couple seconds. A top 4 protected first. That is really good. That is, yes. That is beyond good. Seriously. I'd like to see a lineup of Russ, Christie, LeBron, Rui, AD. I really like Christie, but not yet. I mean, he's great, but not yet. We got to go with Beasley. I want to see Winnie Gabriel back in the rotation. Young, big body who gives effort, and we could use another big. Cousins, Ibaka, Leonard, somebody. I hope we sign somebody. Like maybe somebody gets bought out, the buyout market. We still have time. And we'll also see. I really think a trade comes tomorrow, so we'll see what the trade is tomorrow too. Bev, Lonnie, Christie first, and all seconds for Jeremy Grant, and then make a sign and trade with Dallas for Kyrie with using Grant and Russell. Grant and Russell are probably going to make too much for Kyrie, but I would love. I wouldn't really want to give up Christie for Jeremy Grant. I would, everything else, all right. But 1, I don't think they're going to trade Jeremy Grant. 2, we've tried to trade for Jeremy Grant before a couple years ago, and Jeremy Grant said he didn't want to be a third option, so the Lakers stopped. Where Let's see. Other rumor is 80 home to Chicago for DeRozan and Levine. I don't think that makes any sense now that you got D'Lo. 18 points, 46% shooting for D'Lo this season. He's been closer to his 41% for his career. A steal. Yeah, he'd be fantastic. I'd love Bay. That's crazy. Cam went to Portland yet. Good pickup for them. There we go. One pick. Who you going for, Boyan or Buddy? Already got that. Yeah, I said Boyan. The scapegoat will be Ham, probably. Russ is going to Chicago. Hey, there's a lot of talk about it. I wouldn't be surprised. These deals are more for 2023, 2024. Yeah, absolutely. D'Lo has underrated closer mentality. He does. Mr. Ice in his veins. This was a way better deal. This absolutely was. 80 and a first for KD and 80 Bev and a second for KD. I think regardless, you're going to have to give up a first. But too many point guards. Yes, we got to unload some guards. I hope D'Lo learned a lesson. I hope so too. He should just keep his phone like in his car. If you could go back in time and do the Pacers deal before the season and the Lakers were a top 3 seed right now, would you do that trade instead of this one? No, I still think this trade is better. Problem is that if we did the Pacers deal in the beginning of the season, this deal never would have came to fruition. So it's kind of hard to like compare the two. But like if like say I could see the future and I knew like I could either right now do Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, or I could wait and we're going to be terrible for 3/4 of the season, and I could get this deal and land Rui, Rui, Vanderbilt, Beasley, Russell. I probably would be in the position we're in right now and wait for this trade. So yeah, I probably still would have done this trade. I think trade Pat Bev and Lonnie Walker now. I agree. I think they will too. I would love it if we can reroute Beasley to Toronto with Winning. Side loves the Wingspan. A couple seconds for Trent would be an upgrade. I mean, I'd rather just take Lonnie Walker and Patrick Beverly. Or if they absolutely want Winning, because Winning kind of becomes a little redundant. Give them Winning, keep Beasley. Trade London for a backup big. Can Jared Vanderbilt guard the perimeter, or is he just a paint defender? No, he can absolutely guard the perimeter. That's why this was huge. I'm just glad we have the assets that will be appealing to other teams this offseason. Agreed. This offseason is going to be very interesting. Yes, but they have Kyrie, so that helps. Dallas is up 3 right now. We need the Clippers to win, though, because Dallas is the one that's closer to us in the standings, right? So don't we need the Clippers to win? We need Dallas to like fall off a cliff. Can we get Trent and Burks? No, it would have to be one or the other. I mean, unless we like rerouted Vanderbilt or something, but I don't. I personally don't think that is going to happen. So my guess is that we'll get maybe one or the other. I think Trent is probably the direction they're going to go. Yeah, because the Clippers are 31 and 26, and they're in 4th. So I don't think we're going to catch them. But Dallas is in 6th right now at 29 and 26. So we need Dallas to lose, and we need Dallas to lose badly. So Clippers need to close out this game. 2 more shooters would be so good. Can never have too much shooting. Made the right move, but he did. Facts. And Rob, we trust. Very good job. Yes. What would the Lakers starting 5 look like? Russell, Beasley, Rui, LeBron, AD is most likely what's going to happen. W for us. Maybe we can finally beat them. Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going to happen. Just subscribe. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Taste. I appreciate that. I really do. Follow Taste Truth's lead. Hit that subscribe button. 386 of you. Let's hit that subscribe button. Can I get to 85, 25? That'd be awesome. I need 23 of you. 23 subscribers. I believe in you. You did. You did. And I thank you. I thank you. I appreciate all of you. Another big backup for Davis, and if okay, Gary Trent Jr. I would love to get something. I hope this isn't it. I mean, if it is, I'm not complaining. Not gonna be too greedy. But if we can get something else, I'd love it. Is there a way Lakers can get rid of Darvin Ham for a new head coach? Not this year, and they probably wouldn't regardless. Is Bev and Lonnie enough salary for Jay Rich and Bev though? Is Bev and Lonnie enough salary for Jay Rich? For Jay Rich and Bev? Because you can just do Beverly straight up for Josh Richardson. You don't need anything else. If you're talking about like Doug McDermott and Bev, no. If you're talking about Doug McDermott and Josh Richardson, I don't think it is. I think it's a little too much. I'd have to check it out. Will D'Lo and Beasley play tomorrow against the Bucks? Unfortunately, no. Yes, father-son duo. It is. Who remembers that Foot Locker commercial with D'Lo, Cat Booker, and Ben Simmons when D'Lo throws the phone? Yeah. I do remember that. Kyle Lowry didn't show up tonight's game for the Heat. Ooh, Kyle Lowry's going to the Clippers? Weren't the Clippers trying to get him? 13 seed to chip would be wild. There's no way that's happened before. I don't think it has. The only what was it? The Houston Rockets are the only 6 seed to ever win an NBA championship, which we would at best probably land in the 6 seed. So does make a lot of sense. It just comes down to price. How good has Bogdan been for Atlanta? Well, he was injured for a good chunk early on, but I believe he's picked it back up since. He had a little adjustment period. He's been good since. D'Lo, Trent, Bron, 80, Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt will be our Rob Williams. I could definitely see that. Definitely see that. They should have gotten Van Fleet. Nah. D'Lo is the better overall player. Can they shoot now? Yes, they can. What's up, Fridge? Don't trade unless Buddy. Buddy's a little redundant now. Rob did great, but I'm not about to say sorry to a guy that lit my house on fire and say thank you for putting out the fire started. I mean, again, he wasn't the one that wanted Russ. LeBron and AD ran and cried to Jeannie, and Jeannie said, trade for us. Yeah, I just saw that. I just got a notification for that. That's crazy, too. I'm excited, but I don't think we have much time to secure a playoff spot because not only do we have to win, but other teams have to lose. But hopefully we can get in the play-in spot, preferably 7 or 8. I think we have to get 7 8 because the problem with the 9th and 10th spot is you only have to be the best team once. So the Lakers could let's say the Lakers play whomever. Let's say they play the Pelicans. The Lakers might win 9 out of 10 games, but if that one game turns out to be the game in which you do the play-in, that's it. It's over. That's the problem. Where if you can be the 6th or 7th, if you can be in the 6th or 7th seed, then you only have to win one game, and that's it. Mo Bamba would be nice. Only one I would trade AD is for KD. Yeah, which isn't going to happen. So you're probably going to keep that. What would be your starting lineup? Me personally, I really like Rui, but I'd probably start Vanderbilt defensively. Although I do kind of like the idea of have Rui start, but Vanderbilt close. So Russ, Beasley, Rui, LeBron, AD. They have to win 17 to 18 games out of 25. Agreed. They do. Do you think we will use that last first, pick up another player? I think something else is coming personally. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I really do. Like when you look at our roster, it looks like you're like, okay, something else is coming. Like something else has to be coming. Plus, you're probably losing Beverly and Walker this offseason, so you might as well trade. You might as well get something done now. I just subbed. Thank you so much, DJ. I really appreciate that. So, if you're not subscribed, follow DJ's standard. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I need 19 more subs to hit my live stream goal. Let's do that. There's 367 of you. Take a quick second. I'm sure there's 20 of you that aren't subscribed. So take a second, hit that. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact there are 20 of you that aren't subscribed. So hit that subscribe button. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. Let's see. Here we go. Need a big and another wing and another shooter. I mean, hopefully you get the wing and shooter all in one thing. Jeremy Lin times Nick Young would be a deadly. If reunited. How about the Spurs trade? I mean, at this point, all you can really get is like Josh Richardson. You could get theoretically, you could get Jakob Poeltl and Josh Richardson, but it appears that they're gonna trade Jakob Poeltl for a pretty decent return. They're getting some nice like offers and calls for that. Pat Lonnie in a first for OG, if only. OG's already been. Teams have already offered 3 firsts for OG, so OG is like it's kind of impossible, to put it nicely. Gary Trent Jr. or Boyan and bro, we'd be set. I would love either of them. I lean personally towards Gary Trent Jr., but I would not be mad at all if we got Boyan. What happens when Kyrie comes free? Well, there's a multitude of things we could do. We could either renounce some guys, clear up the cap space to sign them, or sign and trade, work out a sign and trade, which would hard cap us, but we'd be locked up. I just want to know what people think about Boogie and Willie Cauley-Stein. I don't know if we could trade for both of them because that's like 30-something million or 28 million, something like that. So I think it's one or the others. And yes, I am still going. Figured why not do a longer live stream? Today's a good day. So why not? Why not? Why not have a little fun? Mavs 60 to 52. Kyrie's 13 points. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely got to get Scorpio on this. Lakers need to go on a run in the next few games, and I have no hope the season is done. We'll see. Time will tell. Hey, what's going on? How are you? I appreciate you being here. Yes, great. Glad you remember my name. Thank you so much. You did remember it right. Imagine we get Turner now. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I mean, at this point now, that makes a lot more sense, right? Because now you got Rui, Vanderbilt, you got Beasley, you got DeAngelo. I mean, if there was a way to get Turner, I would love it. But I just, I don't really know. Hey, you hear the latest rumor? Just heard the one about Bogdanovich from Atlanta. That would be pretty interesting. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let's see. Love your channel. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Juan. I really appreciate that. True Laker fan. I like the moves we made today. Also, they're saying Clippers are interested in signing Russ. I absolutely think he's going. I really do. Like, he stays in LA. Makes sense. He gets to, stick in the LA market. Gets to give a big FU to all that stuff, to the Lakers. You can absolutely see that. Yeah, I like Gary Trent, but you hear the latest. I kind of like it. A little unexpected. Are you talking about the Bogdanovich trade? I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that at all. Gary Trent or Boyan. Personally, I'd rather go Gary Trent. I think Gary Trent gives you more defensively. I think he's a better player at this point. But Boyan might. I mean, you can make an argument Boyan might fit better And he's definitely the better shooter. But I personally, I'd go Gary Trent. But I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be upset either way. Like if they went and got Boyan, I wouldn't be like, "What are you doing?" Like I'd be like, "Cool, bet." Not thinking much this year, but next year I think we can make some noise. Yeah, I mean this was more than just this year. This was a long-term move. I would absolutely love Jonathan Isaac, but that is such a huge risk. The guy hasn't played basketball in 2 years, but that guy when he was playing last before he got hurt, that dude was looking like the next like star. Um, but it'd be just such a huge risk, and I don't think that they would just give him to us. Like we would have to give up a first. They're almost better off keeping him and just hoping he turns into something, and he doesn't turn into like a Greg Oden. Honestly, didn't think Rob had this in him. No, one pick only, and it has some protections. Chef kiss. Oh no, this was an absolute chef kiss deal, without a doubt. I mean, if we could get to the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised if we won it all. Ayo, check Zach Lowe's newest tweet. Okay, let's see. Everyone's talking. Oh, my phone's about to die. Let's see. Ayo. Let's see. Let's do this in real time. Let's see. Let's go Zach Lowe. And we have no other round picks. I don't really see any new news, but I don't know. Time will tell. I would love that if that can happen. I would absolutely love that if that happened. If not conveyed, top 4 pick. It converts to a 2027 second round pick. Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. I mean, you could possibly get all 3 for a second round pick, which would be amazing. Lakers inquiring or looking into Hawks guard forward Bogdanovich. Breaking rumors within the last 45 minutes. Sharpshooter makes $18 million. Sounds like they're looking at Bev, Lonnie Brown, and maybe a second. I would love that. I would be all for that without a doubt. I would love. I would rather have Gary Trent. Like if it's that or Gary Trent, I'd rather have Gary Trent. But can we get OG from the Raptors? No. I would love it, but if we're being honest, no. We're not going to get them. They've already been offered 3 first-round picks. Can we stop beating around the bush and just come out and say Ham is not a good coach? Those damn 3-guard lineups wasting my TV. I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what he's got, what he can do. Lakers got a trade exception in this deal. Did they? If they did, it's probably small. Yes, I did. But thank you. I appreciate you relaying it. I actually found out about it on the stream earlier. So, again, thank you so much. No more guards yet. You're trading 2 for 1. Now, trade Lonnie and Pat Bev and go get Gary Trent. Do what you have to do. I am with that, without a doubt. I don't want D'Antoni, not with this roster. Not at all. Quinn Snyder, he'd be better as an assistant. Lakers will beat the Bucks. I have faith. I think the Lakers are going to win tomorrow. Bet. I would love it if they did. Portal and Josh for Bev and Lonnie. I wouldn't hate it, but Jakob Poeltl doesn't really make a ton of sense with this roster. But I wouldn't mind it. After last night's game, it was time for Westbrook to go. You can see the energy was off from AD, and I wasn't shocked to hear Coach Hammerus got into all of the turnovers. Yeah, I mean, hey, it was time. It was time to move on. It really was. It was. Just said that Lakers are inquiring about guard forward on Atlanta. Breaking news. Yes, I am excited for that. Hopefully, hey, I'm all for them pulling it off. Dude really blaming you for his McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell? Like, change the settings. Get better Wi-Fi, like you said. Oh shit, they've fallen off now. Clippers cut it to 3. Let's see what it is. What is it now? Dallas is smacking them now. Now they're up 7 again. Come on, Clippers. You have one job. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Beast Bendy. Yes. Please take a quick second. Hit that subscribe button. I need 16 subs. 16 subs to reach the live stream goal. That would be beautiful. Help me hit that live stream goal. 16 more subscribers. There's 357 of you still in the stream. I appreciate you. A lot of you have been here the entire 2 hours, which is amazing. So if you're not subscribed, take a second, hit that subscribe. Will it be easier to get Bogdanovich from the Hawks rather than Gary Trent from the Raptors? I don't know. Still would be cool to get Mo Bamba from the Magic. I would love Mo Bamba from the Magic. I don't know. I mean, it just depends on what the value is. Gary Trent. So like there were reports that Gary Trent could be had for 2 seconds. So if you can get Gary Trent for 2 seconds, get Gary Trent for 2 seconds. If they're both the same price, I think you get Gary Trent. But like if you could get like say Gary Trent is, let's say Gary Trent's 3 seconds, but you could get Bogdanovich for, or like let's say Gary Trent is a first, but you get Bogdanovich for 2 seconds, then I think you get Bogdanovich. Right? Just depends on the value, like which one is going to cost more. So, but either guy I'd be all for it. Benching Gabriel is unacceptable. Yeah, they need to find a way to play him. Problem is I think with Vanderbilt now, I don't think he's going to get much minutes. Gabriel might not play now. Same concern I have. Getting whooped on all last season, made the right move. They made to play him and took Phoenix to 6 exactly. If we can get in the playoffs, I like our chances. Can we trade Gabriel and Brown and a second for Mo Bamba? Doesn't Mo Bamba makes like $10 million, right? Somewhere in that ballpark. So no. We'd have to give up Bev. I think you could do. I think with the 125% rule, I think you can do Lonnie, Gabriel, and Brown. Now go get Bo from Detroit with Pat, Lonnie, and whatever picks. I wouldn't be against that at all. Where am I from? Like originally, I was born and raised in beautiful LA, North Hollywood, LA area, and went to high school in Burbank for a little bit. Go for Clint Capella. Yes. I wouldn't mind Clint Capella if they could figure that out. If we get Trent, I'd start Trent at point guard, Beasley at shooting guard, and Vanderbilt next to LeBron and AD. Bring D'Lo off the bench with Hachimura and Reeves. That's solid rotation. I am all for that. I'd rather save our first and get Alec Burke. I would love Alec Burke. Twitter's still broken a little bit. Yeah, the Lakers. That's what happens when you're the Lakers. If we could get Alec Burke for 2 seconds, yes. Yes. So who did the Lakers really get in the trade? Because I just stopped watching it. Who they get in the trade? They got D'Lo, they got Vanderbilt, they got Beasley, and beautiful. For only protected first. So we've added Rui, Russell, Beasley, and Vanderbilt so far. All young players and better overall upgrades. 1 to 2 small moves equals contender. Yeah, absolutely. If you can't, if LeBron and AD can't win with the group that they have now, especially if you get another piece, then I don't know what to tell you. Problem is that we're so behind. It's getting to that point now. So that's the bit of the problem. Why does Russ get so much hate? Because he's a scapegoat and he doesn't fit. So that's all it is. It's what it really boils down to at the end of the day. Don't surprise me. Gonna have to see what they're gonna do. Yeah. Let's see. Russ probably going to Miami or Chicago or maybe Charlotte. I don't think he makes a lot of sense in Charlotte. But I think Miami and Chicago, I think it makes a lot of sense. Or the Clippers. I'll take Harrison Barnes for Bev, Lonnie in a second. I would love that, but I don't think the Kings are going to trade Barnes to us. The Kings may never make a trade with us ever again because we basically stiffed them on the Buddy Hield deal. What about AD, Bev, Lonnie in a first and a second for KD and Claxton? I do not see them trading Claxton if they give us KD. I would love it, but I don't. I think if anything, it would probably be AD and a first and like all of our seconds for Kevin Durant. If that's what it boiled down to. I wish they could get Kelly Olynyk. I think he is much better than Bryant. You also don't have to pay him next year. Yeah, I wanted Olynyk badly. I think he's solid, and he's like a true 7-footer, so he can play both center and forward spot. We got all the players we wanted from Utah Mini, and none we didn't want it to win. Absolutely. That's how it goes, right? Utah Russ might turn up. Just know he's going to smoke Laker boys every time he goes in. They're going to buy him out. He'll never play a game with Utah, or very likely. I'm not trading AD. That makes no sense. Agreed. I wouldn't either. You're not going to get value for him. Like, and there's nothing like right now they made this move because of AD. But let's see. I think Bev and Lonnie going to be traded. I think so too. See how it goes in the morning. I like what they are doing. I've been very harsh on Rob and the front office. I really like what they're doing too, and I hope that they keep this momentum, right? Keep this going. Keep this party going. But we'll see. Best move is Bev, Lonnie, and Boyan for and the first. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind going in Boyan. Is Russ playmaking worth for this? I think so, yes. Because you're going to get the same amount of playmaking, very likely, from now Dennis Schroeder going to the bench, and you got D'Lo. You get better defensively, you get better shooting. Yeah, you're going to get better production. I would still think about the trade I mentioned, especially because DeMar wanted to play with LeBron. Not a bad to get Vu, who played with Davis, kind of 2-for-1 in a way, something value. Problem is that like you have D'Lo, and you can't play D'Lo and DeMar. Like you'd have like your front court would be as bad, or sorry, your back court would be as bad as Dallas is right now, and you're not as good. Come on, Clippers. Clippers down 5. You need the Clippers to win. The Warriors game doesn't really matter. Either team losing helps us. So we need to make a trade at the beginning of the season. Where would we be today? We probably wouldn't be sitting here talking about this trade. Like if we did the Buddy Hield and Miles Turner deal, we'd probably be in the playoffs right now, and we wouldn't be talking about this trade. But I would actually trade the position we're in right now to go get that, to be in this position for this. So I wouldn't mind it, but my guess is that like it didn't go that his workout didn't go very well. And even Darvin Ham kind of didn't sound like he was like super pumped after his workout. He was just kind of like, yeah, he was okay. Do you think we can get Ibaka buyout? I mean, if he does, I wouldn't hate him on a buyout. I would still like Whiteside. Maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow afternoon, but off season, something to think about at least. And also, did D Wade help the Lakers out? I hope so. That would be nice if D Wade did. But like regardless, I mean, there's always something to think about. You know, if the offer's right, I'll take it. But most likely, it's probably not going to happen. I don't see how the Lakers didn't get almost exactly what they wanted. 2 shooter guards, 6'4", 6'8", long defender. All should be in the rotation just for Russell Westbrook in the first round pick. This was an absolute home run. I mean, like smacked out of the park home run. Like this was incredible. So, yeah. Oh, he has a hurt knee? I mean, that dude's always hurt. I'm sorry. As part ownership in the Jazz, not sure if that affected anything the night D Wade at the game and today trade just happened. Just saying, it is definitely a little sus, without a doubt. Definitely is. Would you rather do this or the Kyrie trade with Morris coming back for 2 first-round picks? Personally, I'd rather. Ooh, but you get Morris back. I'd probably still do this pick. Because you could still probably get Kyrie. And even if not, I still think like you get D'Lo. D'Lo gives you like the Kyrie light scenario. I would probably still do this deal. Lakers need a championship coach. We don't have really work hand put in. I mean, we'll see how he does it. I mean, Darvin Ham is a championship coach. But we go live at the deadline tomorrow. Yes, I'm planning on it. Probably around like 9-ish or 10, somewhere around there. Like, you know, that way give us like 2 hours before the deadline. Yeah. The Nuggets are false 1-seeders if Lakers get the 8 seed. Oh, I absolutely think we can smack them. We just seem to always have the Nuggets number too. So Vando is a very good off the ball cutter. Yeah, this is probably better for overall depth. Agreed. Come on. Who did the Lakers get and who did the Lakers trade? Lakers got Beasley, DeAngelo Russell, Malik Beasley, DeAngelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt for Russell Westbrook and a protected first-round pick, which is an absolute steal. Lakers have easiest schedule left, I believe. It's not the easiest, but it's one of them. Like their last, no joke, their last 20 games are all very winnable except for 3 of them. And that was before we did this trade. So, I mean, you play the next 25 games are really winnable. I mean, we play the Warriors 3 times without Steph. Those should all be winnable games. We play Chicago twice. We play Utah a couple times. We play Memphis twice, play the Pelicans twice, although I think we can beat the Pelicans. Grizzlies, we did beat them once. So yeah, I mean, I think we could really get it. Why would they keep that pick if they traded the other one? I mean, if there's no real deal, that makes sense. But if you can find it, if you find a deal that makes sense, then yes. Thank you so much. Yes, follow suit. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I need 9 more subscribers to make my live stream goal. 9 of you. And I'm sure there are at least 10 of you that aren't subscribed. I know there are 10 of you that aren't subscribed. So let me at least get 1 more past my live stream goal. Take a quick second. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You guys would be beautiful, and I'd greatly appreciate that. So do that. Whatever. There we go. So yeah, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's do it. Yeah, our schedule doesn't get easy at all. It does get easy compared to what we've been, but it's not super easy. Like I said, our last 15 games are really here. Let me pull it up. So yeah, we'll do this in real time while you guys are subscribing to the channel. Now I need 5 more subscribers. So I got half of them. So 5 more subscribers, and that'd be beautiful. But here, let's do this in real time. So we got upcoming schedule. So this is from the last game of the season going up to the Bucks game. So it's not the Bucks game going down. So last game of the season. So these are our last games. We got the Utah Jazz, got the Suns, the Clippers, the Jazz, the Rockets. So out of the 5 games in April, we should smack the Rockets, smack the Jazz again. So that's 3 out of those 5. And then we got the Clippers and the Suns. I think we beat at least one of them. So there's 4 games. Right? Now let's go to March. Right? Again, from the bottom up. You got the Timberwolves, you got the Bulls, the Thunder, the Suns, the Magic, the Mavericks, the Rockets, the Pelicans, the Knicks, the Raptors, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, the Timberwolves, and the Thunder. So I think you got the Timberwolves 1, 2 times. I think you win at least one of those. You got the Thunder twice. I think they win both of those. That's just me personally. Got the Warriors before Steph comes back, very likely. So there's another one. Grizzlies, you play Grizzlies twice. No, you play Grizzlies once. You already beat them, so probably lose to them there. Raptors, I think you can beat. Knicks, I think we could beat again. Pelicans, I think we win at least one of those. Rockets, Mavericks might be tough. We'll see how it goes, but defensively, I think they're going to be terrible. The Magic, Suns might be tough. Thunder, I think, like I said, we could beat them twice. Bulls. I think we could beat the Bulls twice, but let's say we beat the Bulls once. So there's 12 wins right there, plus another, let's say 3. There's 15 wins at least. And then in the month of February, which we're at now, we got the Bucks, the Warriors, the Blazers, the Pelicans, the Warriors, the Mavericks, the Grizzlies. I think we lose to the Bucks. I think we beat the Warriors. I think we beat the Blazers. I think we beat the Pelicans again. And then the last 3 games are different. So that gives us 18 games I believe we can win, with the current roster. So just something to keep in mind. All right, let's power through a couple more of these, and then I'm going to get out of here. I want to try to get a late night video up. for tomorrow. So let's do this. And in the meantime, hit that subscribe button. I need 5 more subs. 5 of you. Hit that subscribe button. Do you think, as of right now, the Lakers is the biggest winner of the trade deadline? Yeah, without a doubt. Like right now, yeah. I mean, who else has made a trade? To be fair, there hasn't really been many trades. So I mean, let's ask me that question tomorrow, and we'll do that. But yeah, I mean, hands down. I mean, I think it'd be hard to beat this. I will never understand how people wanted to trade 2 firsts for Josh Richardson. Yeah, I don't understand that either. I heard the Raptors and the Spurs are talking about a trade, but they need a third team. Yeah, but the Spurs want Gary Trent Jr., so probably miss out on that because the Raptors want Jakob Poeltl. I heard that about the schedule and I looked it up. Yeah, I actually like our schedule. I think our schedule coming up is very, very, very winnable and obtainable. As it currently stands. John Wall to be bought out by the Clippers if not traded. I could see them doing that. Bogdanovic's price has dropped unless they really want to keep him, which they might. I think Rob was fooling a lot of us. He must be craftier than we all thought. Hey, he pulled off a really good deal. Credit him. Blazers stole Reddish from LA. They did, but it's all right. I'll gladly do this trade to miss out on Reddish. This trade is way better than Kyrie trade. We would be offense and no defense. I agree. I think this is a better trade. Hopefully the Lakers can get to 10th seed. 17-10 record probably needed. Yeah, at least. If not, I would like us to get closer to 20. Did Lakers give up to the Wolves? How many seconds? They didn't give up any. It came from the Jazz. Second round picks came from the Jazz. I think Gary Trent is not getting traded. It very well could be. That very well might be what happens. Bog or Trent would be rain on the cake. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, we got to see Am the next 25 games. Am has 1 year with an offseason with this team. Yeah, I would like to see him get an opportunity. Let's see. The thing with Ham is stubborn, it seems like. At times, yeah. But, I mean, all coaches have their guys that they trust. So, I mean, that could be what it is. It's just, like, we don't have a bunch of talent. And then it's like, who's that much better than Patrick Beverley? Lakers did a great move, agreed. If y'all could get another center and one more shooter, y'all would be really good. I agree. We would be scary good. I'm not sure about Ham. I mean, time will tell. Everything is going to take time. If they fire Ham next year, they should give Miles Simmons a shot with the young core. Do Lakers make one more trade tomorrow? I think so. I do personally. I think another trade comes. I think Jay Crowder, he has to be moved tomorrow. Otherwise, he's not playing the rest of the season. So they gotta do something. I mean, unless they buy him out, but they said that they weren't going to. So if Lonnie and Bev get traded tomorrow, we won't have any players for the game. It's all right. You're probably losing to Milwaukee regardless. Like, who cares? Bring in the G League guys, take your L, and let's get this on track. What if West's first game back, he drops 20-25 triple-double and turns it back into Demon Westbrook? I would not be shocked at all if that's the case. I still think Russell Westbrook is very good. I just think he's in the wrong place. I think with the right team, the right situation, I think he could still be very good. Send Lonnie to round and get Gary and trade Pat Bev for Lonnie Walker straight up. Wait, what? Send Lonnie 2 rounds and get Gary and trade. I don't know who you're talking about for the second trade. Why wait full season to fire Ham? Because you can't replace your coach in the middle and towards the end of the season. Because Ham hasn't had an actual roster. That's true too. I thought they meant this season, not like next year. Russ is not dropping 25, 20, 20. Yeah, that's probably not happening. But I could see him having like a monster game. I can't believe Kyrie really on Dallas and he playing right now. I wonder, would Luka play off the ball? I don't think so. I think Kyrie plays off the ball a lot. It kind of sucks though that Dallas ended up winning. Um, that really grinds my gears. You know what really grinds my gears? Um, but it is what it is. Portland beat Golden State, so that's good. Kyrie and Luka can get to the Western Conference Final. I don't know. I still don't buy them. I really don't. I think they're going to be terrible defensively. I think Luka's way too ball dominant. But, I mean, time will tell. We'll see. This was the best deal Vanderbilt, and AD makes us one of the best defense teams. I think they're going to be fantastic, seriously. I think they're going to be really good. Why won't the Nets trade for KD if he wants out? They might trade him, but they're not going to trade him until the offseason. Love this channel. All Lakers talk. Yes, that is right. That is all we talk about here. I am a Lakers channel. I do have another channel called As It Stands, which is just As It Stands Sports, which I talk all teams, but this channel is strictly for the Lakers. That's it. That is all it is. So yeah, if you love the Lakers, you're a fan of the Lakers, you're watching this live stream, hit that subscribe button. I need 4 more subscribers. 4 of you beautiful people. 286. I need to get out of here in the next 5 minutes. So 4 of you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Don't trust somebody else to do it. I need you to do it. Only you can subscribe. It's working against Clippers, but no Luka. So we'll see. Yeah. The clunkiness is what I think is probably going to be a problem. I think they should keep this team unless they can get a solid 3-point shooter, big athletic defensive, or long wing spot. Winning kind of fills the spot. The question is how long do they keep winning? Is winning part of their plans next season? Because this seems to be a lot of moves about like getting guys for the next season. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Mr. Ice in my veins. Yes, facts. Hypothetically, if KD is going to get traded, do you think any team can outbid the Lakers if we throw an AD in the package? Because Suns surely can beat an AD package. Can't beat. I actually think the Suns can beat an AD package. Because look, I think most teams that want Kevin Durant could beat us. Because they're not going to want, like, if they're trading Kevin Durant, they're rebuilding. So they're not going to want AD because they're not going to be able to win with Ben Simmons and AD. So very likely, I think realistically, they would trade KD to the Suns because you'd get Bridges and you'd get Ayton probably. So you get 2 young pieces to build around. Or they trade him for Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown's younger, less injury prone, is going to – you got your star that you can build around. It'd be something like that. With this current roster, who are the Lakers? Who are your starting 5? I think it's very likely going to be Russell, Beasley, Rui, LeBron, AD, and then I think Vanderbilt probably closes with those other 4. I think they swap Rui with Vanderbilt. But I would say Raptors or Suns, but most likely Suns. But I don't see Nets want Ayton. I mean, they did. They just couldn't trade him when they wanted him to. And then when the Pacers ended up ruining everything. I think the new guys play tomorrow. They will not play tomorrow because, I mean, they haven't even announced the trade officially through the teams because they got to go to the NBA and then all those players need to get physicals and go through the doctors and all that stuff. It's a whole process. They won't play this game. They'll play the next game. So that'll be good. But let's see. K-Rob on the phone said it won't be long. Good. That's what I like to hear. Mavs just beat the Clippers without Luka. Yeah, and they were 0-7 before that. Kyrie saves the day. Phil Handy deserves a shot to be a head coach. I would love Phil Handy to be a head coach. Raptors, however, can pay Siakam, VanVleet, and Gary Trent. Yeah. Ross and Mo for Bev, Lonnie, and 2 seconds. I mean, if they could get that for 2 seconds, I would love that. Danny ain't set and might have reset the trade. Yeah, seriously, facts. No, that's dead on. I would like Gary Trent also. I'm with you. All right, let's do are we at the end of the chat? Oh, awesome. So here, let's power through the end of this chat, and then I'm out of here. I like that last two posts. Not sure if Magic make that trade though. Yeah, I don't necessarily think they would either. He played off the ball with Harden. He will be fine. They played like 4 games together. And Harden isn't as ball dominant as Luke is. Tyler, how about Lonnie Walker and Pat Bev for Gary Trent and Fred VanVleet, or AD for KD? I would love AD for KD. Problem is Lonnie Walker and you said or Fred VanVleet. I don't think VanVleet makes a lot of sense. I'd rather get Trent. Trent is like my ideal. Oh, Josh Richardson. I wouldn't mind Josh Richardson. Y'all remember Laker talk from back in the day? Dude disappeared. I didn't even know that. Never heard of it. Bring Avery Bradley back. Maybe. Nah, not at this point. Curry just went off in his debut, dropping 24 and a win. Luka got help. No excuses, but Jason Kidd already starting. You're saying it's like team, not his. Oh, so it begins. Can you imagine the defense of AD and Vanderbilt under Vogel? Man, hope we still had Vogel. I mean, I wouldn't mind Vogel as like the defensive coach, but Darvin Ham is pretty good defensively. Guys just aren't bought in like they once were. We got to give nothing but respect to you, Tyler, because you believe the Lakers was going to do a trade. We all was just rushing, but you said stay humble, or you stayed humble and believe that it'd get done. Boom, and it happened. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I try not to, and like I get it. It's hard. I do. I really get it's hard, but we gotta keep. I always say it. Let cooler heads prevail. You do. You have to let cooler heads prevail. You know, everything takes time. Everything has patience. Hey, look, patience is definitely a virtue of mine. Like if I have a lot of things, it's patience. I have a lot of patience, and or at least for the things that matter. I don't got like patience for like BS and stuff. But like when it comes to like, just things in general, it's one of those things. Like that was my whole thing. Like just trust the guys to do the job. We're not in the front office. We're not taking the phone calls. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Rob could very well be having something lined up, worked out, and look, there you go. It's just allowing things, not overreact. Like I say it all the time on this live stream. We got to ride the highs with the highs, the lows with the lows. Don't get too high on the highs. Don't get too low on the lows. You just go with the flow. Do you start Rui or Vanderbilt, considering the other positions are going to be Russ, Malik, LeBron, AD? I prefer Vanderbilt, so I can pair him with AD. So, I said this earlier, I would start Rui, but I would close with Vanderbilt. So yeah. Would we have rather have Conley over D'Lo? Absolutely not. D'Lo's younger, better player, everything. But I do like Conley. I wouldn't like if the alternative was just to do the Utah deal, then I wouldn't have been upset. Lakers talk with Alan Silwa. Oh, yeah, I don't think I ever heard of that. The name sounds familiar, so I might have seen it. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever watched that channel. I've never watched a channel called Lakers Talk. I mean, I didn't even like the only Laker channel I ever really knew of. I mean, I'm not oblivious to think that there weren't others, but the only one that I ever watched that I like knew of was Lakers Nation. Like even Dan, the Laker fan, I would see people like comment or like leave in like the chat like DTLF, and I'd always be like, I don't know what that means. Like I just thought it was like something that it was like some YouTube slang thing or something, because I was just like, I don't know what that means. And like I was like trying to figure out like what is that? Like what could that mean? And then somebody was like, Dan, the Laker fan, and I was like, I don't know who that is. And then they were like, oh, it's the YouTube thing, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, it makes sense. DTL. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I didn't start learning about a lot of these other Laker channels until I started a Lakers channel. And then once I started a Lakers channel, people were like, did you watch this one? Did you watch this one? And I was like, no. But I still only really watch like Lakers Nation. It's just, I just don't have a lot of time to watch Lakers stuff, period. Just, I'm busy. Yeah. Yes, D'Lo is better than Conley. Conley, old and not offensive minded. He is passive on the offensive end. Yes. Should we make another move? I hope so. I do. I really hope so. He was that guy, and no excuses. I agree. I think D'Lo is better. Having Conley also like Beasley and Vanderbilt. Facts. Bev, Troy, second rounder for Trent Jr. Whatever it takes to keep Gary Trent Jr. I would be all for that. We definitely need AD to stay healthy. Guys can't stay healthy. We're not winning anything. Lily add shooting to the Lakers, and we could be content simple. Yes. Sliwa is on ESPN Lakers show and does his own small. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, because I was like, I've seen that name before. That's probably where. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's probably where I recognize it from. Love this channel, bro. Now it's time to get a theme song and official as it stands, Polo, like Trevor Lane. I do want to eventually like do merch and stuff like that because I know it's like it'd be cool to just like have merch and like see people wearing it, but also it'd be like a cool revenue source, stuff like that. So eventually I would like to get all that stuff done. I should get like an intro at some point, but I just like to like jump into it. Like look, I hype up Laker Nation all the time, but it drives me. Well, and they also have like 3 or 4 people that are usually on all the time. But like, I just feel like let me just jump into it. If I'm ready, I'm ready. Like, let's do it, right? Like, I hate the like 2-minute like countdown thing. I just never been a fan of a lot of YouTube. It's not even just Laker Nation. A lot of like podcasts and stuff that I watch, like they have like that 2-minute countdown. It just drives me crazy personally. So I'm just like, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna do something that like because if I don't like it, then a lot of people probably don't like it. We still need at least 3 more pieces, more shooting than length. I don't know. I don't think we need that many more pieces. You're only going to run about 8 guys in the playoffs. Sid AD's more games yet. Dan, the Laker fan, is so biased. I can't listen to him. Like I said, I can't really speak on it because I've just never really listened to him or watched him. So can't really speak on it. I do see a lot of people have some interesting takes about him. But, hey, to each their own, Again, we're all in this community, so. I know Alan Silva, but not him. I was talking about Mike from Laker Talk. He almost had 20K subs and disappeared in 2020 when COVID hit. Oh, interesting. Hope he's hope he's all right. Finals predictions? Ooh, that's tough. I want to say the Lakers, but they got to make the Lakers make the playoffs. I could say Lakers. I don't know that stuff. I still think Milwaukee comes out the East. The West is just too wide open. Just way too wide open. I don't know. Lakers make the playoffs. Milwaukee Lakers. Is it possible to get Kyrie this offseason? Yes, it is. It's either going to take a sign and trade or like some finagling, but it could. D'Lo, Beasley, Troy. He's all can shoot. Yeah, we definitely have some shooting, which I love. What moves could we make other than Trent or Bogdan? I mean, basically any player or combination of players up to like 23, 25 million, somewhere in that park. So, I mean, you could get like Josh Richardson and Jakob Poeltl. You could get just Josh Richardson. You could get just Jakob Poeltl. You could get, like Terry Rozier. You could get, I mean, there's a lot of options. Russ was always a trade piece. We got 3 young players for him. Shooting, excellent trade. Agreed. Trevor Lane and Laker Nation. Trevor Lane is wonderful. Like I said, I respect anybody that does YouTube channels. I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to work. I know the good side, the bad side of it all. So, and I mean, look, everyone has like their favorites. Everyone has their channels. I'm sure there's people that are like, Tyler on As It Stands sucks. I like Dan the Laker fan, or I like Trevor Lane, or I like whatever. It comes with the territory. The way I look at it is, hey, we're all in the space. Let's just show love. Good vibes. I'm not here to like talk down to anybody or talk bad about anybody or anything like that. Like, I mean, all these people have been around a lot longer than I have. I'm just here to have fun. I'm just a fan, just like anyone else. I have all you beautiful people to just hang out with and like have these conversations. Like, I'm blessed. Like, I mean, believe me, I'm no better than anybody. I'm no better than these channels. I respect it. Like, I look up to those channels. Like, like Lakers Nation, it shows me what can be. Like, I see that channel and I'm like, okay, like I can get to like, a couple 100,000 subs. Like that, I could get to that goal and make a living and like be really good. So let me grind. Let me get there. Like Dan Laker fan, how many does he have? Like 20,000, something like that. Like that shows me like, okay, like I can get to 20,000. That means there are 20,000 people that like a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like, so it gives me that motivation. It shows me like what is possible to achieve, you know, and you know, credit to them. I mean, they grew it, they built it. I mean, they obviously have people that like them, you know, and so again, it's just good vibes. That's all my thing. Like just good vibes, good, you know, we're all in this. We all fans, whether we agree, whether we disagree. It's all about it's just having fun. It's YouTube. It's not that serious. Like it's just not. Like we're here to have fun. It's entertainment. I'm here to entertain, here to have a good time, have good conversations. It's really not that serious. It's YouTube. You know, get Gary Trent or Buddy, and we getting ready to take the West. Yeah, I mean, I personally I prefer Gary Trent, but either I am all for it. I think it's better to have 2 stars with a solid core and role players rather than spend all the team's money on 3 guys. I am with you. What's the ideal closing lineup? Right now, I think LeBron, AD, Vanderbilt, Beasley, and Russ. Those 5. Let's see. Congrats, Tyler, for your prediction videos. Great trade for the Lakers, and I am becoming day-to-day a bigger fan of your approach and your videos. Cheers from Brazil. Well, shout-outs to Brazil. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I wouldn't really call them, like, predictions. It's just kind of like – I guess that video was a predict. I guess you could say was a prediction. It was just kind of like, oh, hey, what about this type thing? But usually I'm just relaying the news and giving my opinion. Like I always say, I'm not an insider. Like I get people all the time. They're like, where do you get your information? I'm like, I don't get it. I get it from the same place you do. All I'm doing is just taking that information and relaying it and just giving my take on it, just giving my thoughts and opinions. So pretty simple. It's nothing major. But yeah, I do. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. I'm glad everyone here, everyone that subscribed, everyone that, you know, just a part of it. I really do. I appreciate it. I've got a choice between Buddy for 2 seconds or Gary Trent for the 2021 first. Which one do you take it? I am taking Gary Trent for the 2021 first. He's just younger, more growth, more potential, better defender. And I think we have enough with him to actually like win. We need a big, in my opinion. We are not done. I don't think we're done either. What does a protected mean? It means like, so say you trade a first, unprotected means like it doesn't matter where it lands. It could be the number 1 pick or it could be the 30th pick. Regardless, it gets conveyed to that team. If you have a protected pick, like let's say you have top 10 protected, that means if it lands anywhere between 1 and 10, you get to keep it. So if it lands 11, then it goes to say that, like just example, let's say we have top 4 protection on the Lakers pick to the Jazz, right? Or to the Jazz. So if that pick is the 5th pick in the draft that year, then it goes to the Jazz. But if it's the 3rd pick in the draft, we get to keep it. That's what protection is. Are you going to miss Russell Westbrook? No, I'm not going to like miss him. Like, you know, I'm Lakers above everything. You know, I want to win. But I love Russ. Like, I'm a fan of him on the Lakers. He was a player that was on the Lakers. I'm with it. And on the Lakers no more. You know, like I still love Russ as a player. I still want his success. I still want him to, you know, find success. I think he's going to, in the right situation, I think he's going to be really good. But no, I mean, I care about, as long as we're winning, I care less. Choices are Gary Trent Jr., unless he calls money. Trent, Oxford mentioned Ali Burke, Mo Bamba. I would, any of these trades. I would be all for any of them either. But good thing is we have options. That's what you want, right? D'Lo is a bust. Like DeAngelo Russell. You talking about DeAngelo Russell? Because he is not a bust. Your show is cool because you answer every dumb question with respect and patience. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, like I said, I'm no better than anybody. I'm just like all of you. You know, I'm here. Have these talks, have these conversations. Like I said, I'm sure if I was like, hey, I'm only answering super chat questions or whatever, I'd probably get more super chats, probably make more money, but that's not why I'm here. Like, I make money on the AdSense. You know, whatever super chats I get, I'm thankful, I'm appreciative. But, you know, this is like my time to talk to all you guys. My time to like connect. Now, obviously, you know, if I get to the point like Lakers Nation, I got like 100,000 subs, something like that, then I'm probably only going to be answering super chat questions because I have no choice. But I still want to find ways to be able to talk to everybody. Because you like I get it. Not everybody can afford a super chat, whether it's $2 or $100. Like I get it. We'll see how it happens tomorrow. Hopefully, I move it. I am all for it. Hopefully, something comes. What would you trade for? Can we make a move deep run roster as it? I think we could definitely make a deep run with the roster as it is. But ideally, personally, I would love to do. I'd love to do Gary Trent. Yeah, go get Gary Trent. Dan said he was able to quit his job because of YouTube. I mean, he very well might have. I mean, he's got like 20,000 subs, stuff like that. Super chats. I know he gets a lot of super chats. So, I mean, between super chats, stuff like that, I'm sure he's making a living. I don't know if he has kids. I have 5 kids, so I need to make quite a bit of money. Like $2,000 a month. I'm not even saying I'm making that much, but like $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month isn't enough to make a living when you have 5 kids. Like I need to make like $8,000 to $10,000 a month, realistically. But yeah, I mean, I could see like some people like like especially sports related, like the CPM and RPM and stuff is usually pretty good because it's more family friendly. As if like if I'm talking about like whatever, I'm talking about like true crime or something, it's not going to have the same revenue source. Should trade Reeves for Kyrie straight up. I like this trade better. I really do. I like this trade. Lakers Nation is okay, but they only answer super chat and ignore the rest. I put some good stuff on there and been ignored. I get it, but you got to keep in mind too, like to be fair to them, they are so big and massive. Like at the peak of this live stream, I had like 550 people. Like their worst live streams are like 550 people, right? And like most of my live streams have like 100 to 150, right? Like, so they're just so much scale. So you got to put that in perspective. So like right now, like if I like had this, right? I have maybe like a handful of people every live stream that give me super chats. And I only have like 100 people in my stream, where they'll have like, 2,500 people. So take a handful times, and then times that by like 10. So now instead of me getting, 5 super chats, I'm getting 50 super chats. And now like, I go through 50 questions in an hour, like there it is. And I'm expanding, somebody tips $20. So obviously I want to, I want to answer the question a little longer than I might somebody like $2 because their question might be longer or whatever. You know what I mean? So like to be fair to them, they're so big, and they also have multiple people and stuff like that. Like this is just me. So and I mentioned this earlier. Like chances are I will probably be to that point where like at some point, like, because the goal is to get to like 300,000 subs, million subs, whatever. So in order to get that and achieve that, then there will probably be a time where I'll do a live stream and all I have time for is to answer super chats. But personally, I'd like to try to find ways to like be able to, maybe have a live stream because you can't turn super chats off. So, I mean, I can, but I'd have to turn off the monetization. So like, can't do that. But I don't know, maybe do something where it's like, hey, this time I'm not going to answer super chat questions. I don't know. We'll figure it out. When that time comes, I'm still a long ways away. Philippines is a huge basketball country. Shout out to all of us. LeBron is the king. Yes, I have a lot of subscribers from the Philippines, which is awesome. I get a lot of views from the Philippines. So shout out to the Philippines. I love it. If we do Mo Bama, Gary Trent, icing on the cake, great. What do you think the guard rotation will be? With Darvin Ham, that's a good guess. My hope is they trade Bev and Lonnie, because then that would mean that like we would be in a. Oh, I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. My laptop's about to die. I don't have my charger, but I think it'll be the 2 guys we got, Bev, Schroeder, somewhere around there. Tyler, you definitely deserve 1 million subscribers. I can't wait for that day. You should go live and talk to all of us about. Oh, believe me, you will all be a part of this journey, and we will have many conversations along the way. But I'm gonna get out of here because my laptop's about to die, and I don't want that to happen. I've already had that happen once. Oh, I really had no idea what protection unprotected picks were. Thanks so much. Oh no problem. Glad I could answer your question. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want my laptop to die on all of you guys. And we will do a live stream tomorrow. I'm trying probably about 10ish. I don't know. I'll try to set it up before, so keep an eye out, and I'll do a community post. But nonetheless, thank you all so very much. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe on your way out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. Hit that like button. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.